how many people? Just 2. That's not too bad. People got used to me not streaming Football Manager for a while because I haven't done it in about a month. I also was I didn't do it on Fridays before. It used to be on a day.
That's a while on the internet.
Oh, I know. Got impatient. Believe me, I know. Should pick up. No. At least 2 people. Twitter about it. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of Twitter. I barely understand it.
Oh, I think you have to be a very specific type of people to understand Twitter.
Yeah, because I don't get it at all. There. Discord, should I put... Very nice. Oh, everything seems to be a go. You have gotten... Oh, yeah, and you're in. So that's good.
Yes.
Now we actually get to play meaningful games. This is also the part that I've been looking forward to, is will my tactic actually hold up in games that matter? How many adjustments will I have to make?
Will my under-21 team work in real game?
This is impossible to know.
Will my 17 years old do something? Or will they suck? They probably will.
Aha!
But I have transfer budget. Something that we don't all have.
You done unpacking after you
Yes.
settled in? That's fast. I bought and moved into my place in February, and I'm still not done unpacking. That's how slow I am.
It's my first move, so I was really motivated.
Yes, you would be. You know? You're renting a place, or you bought something?
Oh, I'm renting a place. I just graduated college.
So, got a good rental. That's awesome.
I'm really scared of being too loud for my neighbors. But
yeah, I mean, when you live in your first place by yourself, that is one of the legitimate fears a person can have. But you'll also learn to just be a little bit more relaxed about it. Hopefully, your walls aren't made of paper.
oh, they're not. It's very silent, and it's scary.
It's scary.
I often feel like I'm the only one living here.
I mean, that can't be a bad thing all the time. Sometimes peace of mind is good.
It's a great thing, but I always feel like I'm too loud.
Oh. Okay, I'm nervous for my first match. First real match in charge here. I'm very, very worried. I don't want to put on a bad display here.
In the French national, will you make it?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty optimistic about chances. I often start real slow in these games, and then once my training kicks in, it's no big. But I'd like a quick start for once. Oh, well, hey, thanks for that.
Did I succeed in my follow?
You did. That's why I said thanks.
Nice. Because my computer is having a rough time.
Oh, that's a shame. Here we go.
I expect a win. I don't know who y'all are, but I expect a win.
Is that what you're telling your boys? Get out there and win?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Demanding from the off.
I'm more begging than I'm demanding, but
Ooh. Well, we're up a goal. Cracker from outside the box.
oh, I'm down a goal.
Oh, no.
Set pieces are tough. I'll have to fix the set pieces.
Well, set pieces is one of the ways I get the majority of my goals. Hey, we're up 2 goals. Are you away or at home?
I'm at home.
Ooh, yeah, you definitely. Games at home.
Yeah, the stadium is orange. It's ugly.
Ooh, my keeper made a nice save. Your stadium's orange. It's messing you up.
Let's go, you bunch of people who can't drink alcohol.
Team is just that young.
Yes. Oh. Gosh darn it. It was so close.
Oh, one of their players just took a straight red card.
Yeah.
So I'm up 2 goals and up a man. It's only 17 minutes in.
That's going to be a big win.
I mean, I hope so. At this point, I hope that we can just keep our clean sheet, knock on wood.
Do something, I'm giving up.
3-0.
Oh, nice. You're like 10 minutes in?
Yeah, like 23 minutes in now. Up 3 goals, up a man. This is looking good so far. Don't want to get too ahead of myself. It's 1 game. Also, I have no idea where this team is rated. This could be the team expected to finish last for all I know. Another cracker from outside the box. 4-0.
Oh.
Wow. This guy, Ndoy, I don't know how to say his name. Ndoy, I think. He scored 2 goals from outside the box, just rockets.
Damn. Will he be your star man?
I have no idea. So far, so good. Both my midfielders have a brace. Let's go with that right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
My players love to shoot right on the goalkeeper.
Oh, well, I mean, they're getting practice at least. It's the right direction. They're not missing the net entirely.
It's something. It's not. It's not good, but it's honest work.
They should learn how to avoid hitting the keeper, but still hit the net. So, how about those Habs being the cup final, huh?
Oh, it's a great moment. I thought Montreal would be destroyed.
I think everybody thought that from the get-go.
It was our national holiday, so it was double reason for Montreal to be destroyed.
Yeah. No, I hope that the Islanders win. I'd like to see Montreal and the Islanders play.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care for Tampa Bay to be in there.
No. They're like, I think they're 20,000. No, 20K. No, 20 no, 10 million over the cap or something like that.
16 million.
Yeah,
they're cheating. I hope they lose.
Yeah, they're cheating. Nobody likes them.
That's right, except for fans of them.
They don't. Yeah, but they don't even have fans.
They really don't have a lot, do they?
Growing up, they had Martin Saint-Louis and Vincent de Cavalier, which were good players.
Yep.
Now, why would you support Tampa Bay?
I have no
They're
idea.
the villains.
How many minutes is your game in?
77.
Yeah, see, I haven't even reached the first half yet.
But
That's
there's absolutely no highlight.
But I've had so many highlights. It's all my game ends is like highlight after highlight after highlight.
Because I play with key highlights on,
Yeah, me too.
and
That's the maximum I set this game to. But I've got nothing but highlights there. It's 6-0 at this point.
I'm still losing 1-0,
Oh,
having the most shots, and yeah, it's not the greatest game.
yeah.
But
Well, here's how my game's going. 21 shots, 10 of them are on target. 2.53 xG. I've scored 6. 7 corners, which I love. I love to see set pieces. I have 94% passing. I love over 90% passing. And my possessions at 81%.
oof, oof. Are you playing a team in the same
So,
league?
well,
That
what
we
I'm
play?
trying to wonder is, I wonder if the other team wants to play too. This
They
is
forgot they
ridiculous.
had a game.
I guess
Oh.
maybe, yeah, they didn't show up for this one. That's for sure.
It was 1-1 and the goal was offside. No, gosh, god damn.
They finally
Stay
beat the keeper,
offside.
though. They finally beat the keeper, though.
Yeah,
They can do
Oh,
this. They showed that they can do it.
It was offside by an error.
Oh man, how did that go in? Don't care.
And I lost 1-0.
Something to build on.
Is it the right time to throw a water bottle?
Maybe too early in the season for that, but you can do what you like. It's your team, and they can't fire you.
I'm used to winning. I'm used to winning everything.
Mm-hmm. We'll get there. Even if I have to help you, we'll get there. Oh, this is almost sad. I'd feel bad for them if I wasn't getting my goal differential up. 8-0 now.
Eight nothing.
Yeah.
Who are you playing against?
I don't know. USBCO.
Nope. I don't think they're supposed to be good.
I mean, they don't look very good. Don't really know where the ball is. I mean, they do. They do know where the ball is. It's in the back of the net. They just had a second red-carded player.
Oh my god! So it's 11 against 9.
Yeah, they're down 2 players, and it's 8-0. I mean, I haven't seen a game like this. I don't want to make it. Hell, that's not supposed to be like that. I'm going to put in some
With
other
8
players.
8 goals. That's more goals than Liverpool scored in 2021 in Anfield, isn't it?
Oh. No, it's not. But oh.
At one point in 2021, Everton had more goals in Anfield than Liverpool. It was a nice moment.
Yeah, that was a brief moment in history, wasn't it?
It was really brief.
Okay, yeah, I don't know where those guys are supposed to finish, but I'm pretty much going to guess that they'll be last. Holy crap, look at that.
So they won 1-0, and the only goal that was scored was by a defender.
Like, I wonder if I have the league's top scorer. No, I have the 3 top scorers in the league. The top 2 assist makers. And yeah, okay. I'm sure I'll get some closer games than that.
I hope so, because it will be a long year.
Okay, I'm away to QRM. What is going on? RM next time. We know next to nothing about. They won their first game.
Do we know something about any of those teams?
I don't know anything about any of the teams. Like, I think when we looked at the predicted standings, we looked at our own teams. We didn't bother looking at anybody else's because it's like, I don't know who they are anyway.
Can you shoot? Yes. I'll find someone.
Tempted to swap my striker for the next game because he didn't score a single goal nor get an assist in that game. Like in a romp like that, you figure he should have contributed on the score sheet.
If we go by those metrics, I have to change all of my team.
I suppose. I just think that if my team wins 8-0, the striker should contribute. I don't know. Maybe I'm holding him to too high a standard.
You should do something. Oh, can I get a chief scout that knows football?
I think you're asking for too much.
Seeing the applicants, there are only people that likes Football Manager and they don't know nothing else about football. I'm selling players left and right.
Well, you're building up some cash, are you?
Yeah, but I don't know what to do with it.
Hoard it? I don't know. Buy other players.
That seems like a good idea. But the players I want have absolutely no interest in joining my team.
You'll have to win some games first.
That's the tough part.
Increase the reputation and we'll want.
Croatian.
My assistant manager wants me to make too many changes from players that had a great game. Sit this guy out. He had 2 goals and 2 assists. Why would I sit him out?
My assistant manager wanted me to change my old team. I was tempted. Oh, you're supposed to be good. Join my team.
You only get 5 substitutes? Oh, man. I didn't know that. We have to go up a division to get to 7?
That's the worst part.
Yep.
Someone poached one of my scouts.
Unchanged lineup.
Whoa.
What's the matter?
No. It went fast.
Oh, saving? Yeah, it does that.
Yeah. I was surprised by saving.
Always save before a game. Always save after a game. The majority of crashes in Football Manager happen during a match. Or I should say freezes, not necessarily crashes so much as freezes. The game freezes up in match more than any other time. So I like to save just before and just after.
Nice. Be back in a few minutes.
Off to a flyer again.
The cheaters have won the game.
Tampa Bay won?
Yep.
Darn it. Ah, well. What was the score?
I don't know.
Oh.
1-0, I think.
Oh, nice. Close game. Oh, well. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is. I'm up a goal already in this game. Off to a flyer again. I set my set pieces right. Oh, nice play, Queta. That's why I didn't sit you out.
You already a goal up?
Yep. Right off the bat, I think 2 or 3 minutes in. But overall, this game's a little bit closer. They've actually touched the ball. They're not just pylons. That last team, I swear, was just 11 pylons. Well, 11 pylons, then 10 pylons, then 9 pylons. Now it's 2-0.
My team is appropriately dressed as pylons.
Well, I guess we'll see when we play each other. Are you winning this game at least?
Oh, no.
No? You're down in this one too?
Yeah, I'll have to change my tactics.
Probably. Just put in the good old-fashioned Genjin press and just be done with it.
No.
No?
I don't play that way.
Oh, you want to find something better. Okay. I'm not playing with it. I'm not playing with that one either.
And I have a disdain for everything that that comes from Jurgen Klopp.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, when he does well, it's pretty hard for you to take. I understand. The jealousy, it mounts, you know.
Yeah, it mounts. It's tough to watch.
Tell them they're playing 2-0 at the half, much closer than the last game.
I'm gonna berate my team.
I'm very happy with the amount of possession we're getting. It's more than I would have even expected. I was hoping to win possession in most games, but we're just demolishing the possession.
And it's 2-0. Good job.
3-0. Zabana with his hat trick.
An hat trick? Nice.
Durand had the... Oh, no. That was Durand had the other two. I thought it was a hat trick. It's not. Durand has a brace, but he's going to look for a hat trick soon. My wingers are scoring, though. I'm trying to watch my striker more this game because he didn't contribute to the score sheet last game, but I'm trying to figure out why. And it's because the way I have him playing the deep role, he's being marked. Oh, they scored on me. So no clean sheet. But he's being marked well and getting the ball to the wingers. So he's playing kind of like a Roberto Firmino role. It's not about how many goals he scores. It's more about how many chances he creates with his presence.
What's the role you set him to?
He's playing forward.
Nice.
So he's drawing defenders away. But they just scored on me, so no clean sheet this time.
I'll have to change my keeper. We have the same amount of shots, but they're 2 goals up.
It's the keeper. Could be the defenders.
I think
Doi again with the rocket from outside the box. If he just does this all season, he's going to be the top scorer.
You're going to sell him for a huge amount?
I mean, if somebody comes in with a lot of money, yeah. I mean, everybody's for sale when you're at this level.
Yes.
I don't have a spare defensive midfield. What am I thinking?
I'll change my tactics for Thierry Henry's boring ball.
Boring ball, you say?
Yes.
Not to be a bowling ball.
I'll play with 5 at the back.
Well, I will praise them as they were up 5-1 and absolutely dominated this game. Almost over. Bleeding will stop soon. My real test is going to be to see if my backup players can play anywhere near this well, because I don't want to burn out my starting 11.
And we only have 5 subs. So
It's hard.
Yes, it is.
We can only make 3 substitutes a game. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I should.
There are some leagues where we can make 5, but we can only make 3.
Makes sense.
Okay.
My players are actually. No, it's because I didn't put up time wasting. That's my own. Well, another solid 5-1 victory. Like cow. It's 13 goals in 2 games. Yeah, but their match loads are all that heavy. Tired. So they're giving it their all for the team.
Let's go with the most boring ball ever.
You're going to go with even.
I'm gonna go England level of boring.
Wow, I really need another defensive midfielder. I've just realized this. I've only got one.
Let's play that way. Oh, 5-1. Good game. Good game.
Never. I'm trying to buy my players. I'm like, no. No one's for sale right.
No one has scored a single goal on my team.
Should hand some of our goals extras.
Yeah.
13. Damn.
How many matches do we play in this league?
How many teams are there? Let's see. Play 38 matches, 34 matches, I guess. It's also kind of a reasonably short season.
Yes. I thought we were going to play like 48 matches, but that's not the case.
Dang. Defensive midfield that are just garbage. Not making this easy on me.
Welcome to my team.
Oh. Yep. Gee, this guy's only 110,000. Oh, I got no money.
Send him my way. Send him my way.
What position player are you trying to buy right now?
For this match, probably a strike.
You're going to buy a striker.
Mm-hmm.
I scouted a couple of decent ones, but I didn't look at them very closely because I'm looking for that. I need a defensive midfield.
I don't play with those on my team, so can't help.
It's all right. Ugh. Come on. Again with that. Okay, there we go. That guy on loan. A lone player is as good as any right now, just to have some depth.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
This one. Okay. How do you make 9 changes to a side that scored 13 goals in 2 games? Well, this is how, and it's in the interest of keeping them fresh. Oh yeah. Turn on your chat room. Better. There we go. Moving. For the fans. Till the media tells us we're playing well, and then we can go with that one. Oh, right. Okay, so the backups can score. Now we know that. So far, so very good. Striker with a goal now. It's a penalty, but it's a striker with a goal. So this is something. Pieces are looking. An excellent half from the backups. We can't possibly keep this well. This is unbelievable. I feel like that guy was offside. How bad I want to switch him off. Put him up, scoring all for us. Disallowed even before they announced it was a goal. That should end that.
Are you still winning?
Yeah, we're up 2-0 with 9 changes to my team.
Wow.
And we're still winning 2-0. So it's like, well, my backups can score and apparently still play reasonably well.
That's awesome.
But I am playing a lower down team. That's why I made these changes, is because I knew this was a not as good team. And we're at home. I wouldn't dare play this against one of the top 5 clubs away or something like that. A red card for one of their players. Wow. Players really like taking red cards against me too. But I mean, it was in the 90th minute, so it didn't matter. Game's over. Good win. Well, now then, the matches are coming up. Game is in the 62nd minute. Let's go watch it. Let's go cheer them on.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, no, coming to watch. Yeah, we're here to cheer you on. Don't even have a shot on goal.
Changing the formation wasn't a good idea. I don't recommend it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to make that big of a change, I don't. I mean, you have 3 tactics in place?
I had 2.
2. Well, did you just switch to the second tactic?
No, I created another one.
A third one. So you have 3 now in training? Okay, well, that's fine. Slots. I added a second one prior to that game. I haven't used it yet because I haven't felt the need to change my tactic, obviously, playing this well. But yeah, it's not always the best idea to change your entire formation unless it's a tactic you've been training for.
It was a bad idea. I don't recommend it. Hey, who tries nothing gets nothing.
Well, you'll right the ship. I'm confident you'll so and get firing.
Yes. Yeah, I'm starting slow.
Yeah, you just got to find the right tactic, and once you get that, boom, it all just comes together.
I'm two losses away to use Gegenpress.
Hey, there it is. A goal that counts. A goal that counts. Who cares if it's awful? It's a goal and it counts. Oh, we get to see the replay of this just awful garbage goal. Just a garbage goal.
First
but hey,
goal.
It doesn't matter. As long as it gets them fired up, who cares how it goes in? Hey, let's see another. Let's see another. We came to cheer you on. Let's see another. Steal this game.
First shot on goal.
Yep.
First goal.
Never works. Took you out of dead last. There you go. You're not in dead last anymore.
It was time.
Well,
I was starting to get impatient in that last.
Like you said, 2 losses away from just throwing in the Gegenpress. Like, yes. I mean, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't fault you. It's not the worst thing if you're struggling to throw something out that you know works and then make tweaks from there, just to get your players moving and motivated.
I'd call it a solution, a temporary solution, but a solution.
Yeah, and I mean, if it gets your team winning and playing the right way, then you can make small changes from that based on what you see, and eventually, come champions. Come on, Caddy, you can do it. That was awful. That was terrible. I can't even believe a worse attempt than that. At least they're starting to shoot, though. This is good. Whatever you changed on that last break, they started getting some shots. Right. There's a goal and there's a point.
You've done brilliantly.
Well, showing up to cheer you on clearly did something.
Yes, it did.
Good. I might get this backup defensive midfield. Very much will be a backup, but he's not terrible. I'd like to see a hell of a lot more marking and tackling on, but we'll have to trade that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find someone who could help.
Still, though. All right, fine. Be that way. This guy's got awful, awful DNA stats. There's no way I want. Not so good. Kind of young. That's a guy I would steal away from them on a free if I could. Just looking at the younger players on AS Monaco. In case I can get another decent loan. This guy comes in as my defensive midfield. Find another one. This guy. So he crushed this division all by himself. No way he'd come to my team all the time. And any good strikers yet? Just looking.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
You'll find some. You'll find someone. I'm confident.
Because Caddy can shoot to save his life.
Let's go have players. Your team. Interesting. You sold a bunch of people, you said. I wonder what they looked like before. Saw Sao. You have a right winger, but you don't use wingers. Your best player doesn't even play.
Yes. He played, but he doesn't anymore.
But he's your best player.
I went back to...
Oh, he's 30. That's another reason you don't necessarily like.
If you know, you know. I just want someone who can score.
Everybody just wants someone who can score.
Get the feeling that won't be good. Nice try, nice try.
No, that's all I can afford. If I could put it up to 100% of his wages, I would. If I could put in an optional future fee, I would. Put that in. I mean, if you're not going to use them, I'll use them.
See in our game? I was about to sign a player and they want $2.4 million for him.
Oh, gee, is that all? Just let me open my piggy bank.
That's another nice try.
Well, I mean, that's offering more than his monthly wages. What else are you going to do with him?
Play him.
Play him? Oh, I didn't think you were using a winger.
Yeah. I play a 4-3-3. I usually play this.
Fair enough. Should help. Training. Attackers.
It's the transfer window closes.
Restricted transfer window closes.
It's not like we're getting players left and right.
No, I'm trying, but it's that whole lack of funds thing. I'd love to sign this guy. Imagine he wants more wages than I can.
You like joining a good team. You play for PSG, but you could join a good team.
No, he won't. Can't say as though I join me for that little. This guy. Just play it, can't you?
These are the best players.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's 33 years old, though.
Wouldn't that be perfect for your team?
No. Say it's perfect. I'm going to sign him for the rest of this season because even at 33, he's got a 12 pace. It's not bad. And he covers a ton of positions where I might need backups. So I'm going to grab him.
I think that's the right thing to do.
Depth is depth. I can't be looking at age too much. It's not a luxury I have. Well, I mean, his pace isn't terrible. Still 12. His pace was down below 10 somewhere. I probably would skip over.
I've signed players with worse pace than that. Yo, would you join my team? You look like you would join my team. Ha! You're not joining my team.
Well, the players I want on this team are already out on loan.
Be able to sign that guy?
I got a loanee, yep. I loaned in a backup defensive midfield, so this is good.
I can offer 200K. I've almost signed someone. Oh.
But once I have money, sign this guy for the future kind of player.
Will I be able to sign that guy? No. Everyone I want to sign doesn't want to sign me.
He's going to be right. It's okay. Sign this guy. I might be forced to play a different formation in this coming game.
No. Will you do it? I'm trying to sign someone while offering him $9 appearance fee.
Aha. $9. Wow.
Yes.
I can go buy a burger after the game. I hope that he's a starving footballer, otherwise I can't imagine accepting it.
I say, I tried. Oh, I'll try and sign someone for $10 appearance fee.
Now you're just splurging.
Oh, let's try and find a 6'5" center back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the tall ones are good. I'm playing the second place team, but some of my guys are away on international duty. That shouldn't be allowed, should it?
Oh, it shouldn't.
Oh, okay, that's all right. They got a couple guys out on international duty. All right.
Ooh. One of my players has gained his French citizenship. We like that.
How many players did what now?
He's gained his French citizenship.
Perfect. Now he wants a longer contract. Oh, I did a little bit of shuffling. I did not change my formation. I'm trying somebody in the defensive midfield position that isn't a natural there, but should still do a job.
I'm just signing a bunch of players. Oh, I think I found myself a striker.
Good. Is it a good one?
He will play for $9 a match, so I tend to say he won't be a good one. Hey, what do I know?
$9. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't play for that amount, but if he wants to play, I'm all for it.
Okay, fair enough. I just wonder how many of the players that you sold were actually your leading players.
All of them.
Ah.
No, it's not that bad, but it's kind of bad.
Duly noted.
I wish I haven't sold them, but what is done is done.
True.
Robinet can score some goals. Probably not.
Let's go team. They play well even without star defensive midfielder.
Let's meet the 10th place team.
I'm playing the second place team. Away. So this will be a real test.
I'm also playing away. And I'm playing a team that's 7 possession above me.
Yeah, you're playing a team that I one of the teams that I beat really, really bad. That's the one I beat 8-0.
That's the team you beat 8-0.
Yep, playing right now.
Okay.
So I expect you to fire at least 9 past them. Okay, 2. Get 2. Let's start with 2. That's good, right? Oh, that was in the box, all right. I'll take a penalty. Thank you very much. Why? 1-0. Here we go. Right, what a start. It's a penalty, but it's a goal. I don't mind. Awfully quiet over there. Are you down again?
Yes.
2-0 over here. What's the score over there?
1-0.
1-0. Okay, but not for you.
No.
You can do
0-1.
this. Come on, you can do this.
If I'm about to switch to Gegenpress.
Yes, there you go. Now we're talking. Something rolling. Get that ball rolling. You can do it. A much closer game. This is the closest game by far that we've had so far, but still doing well.
But you're leading 2-0?
Yeah, but the shots are reasonably close, and the possession is closer than our other games were.
Yeah, this style is way too direct for my team. So it's QRM that you beat 8-0?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, what a goal.
They've got a huge striker, but you probably didn't see him.
No, their players never touch the ball. Serious, I think I had like 83% possession or something disgusting like that. 4-0. Set pieces are deadly. And we train them week in and week.
Well, their defense is abysmal. But I'm hitting the post.
Oh, well, their defense is abysmal, but your attacking force is worse. That's great, isn't it? Come on, defense. Oh, well, we gave up our clean sheet. Goes figures, though, right? Like, you can't have it all. It all, but you can't have it. It's in your face, but you can't grab it. Faith No More reference there. All right. Well, oh yeah. Now 4-1. They gave up the clean sheet at the very end of the game.
It's my second post. I hit the crossbar.
Okay, we're coming to root for you. We're coming to cheer for you. Your players are going to smarten up now. Here we go. Getting in here, and it's the halftime. It's only halftime. You got lots of time, and you're doing better. You got more shots on goal than they do, and your XG is 1.15. Holy cow! You are getting chances. You're just unlucky at this point.
Yeah, I'm hitting the post.
Yeah, like wow. To have a 1.16 XG at this point and have no goals is tough to take. You're going to want to practice in your training. You're probably going to want to put in some finishing training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to need. That'll turn it all around.
Oh, will that be a goal?
Look at that! Squeaks over the line. Finally, the post does you a favor. That's fantastic. It's like, yeah, we're good at hitting the post. Let's just use that, shall we? Oh, that's great. That's what he's been trying to do the whole game, you know.
I'm not scoring pretty goals, but I'm scoring some goals.
That's what matters. Got to get more than the other team, though. Let's go. You can do this. I have complete faith you're going to get another goal, especially with all the chances you're creating.
Oh,
he's possessed rather easily, I might add. Is he going with that ball?
I don't know. In the goal.
Oh, your defenders were pylons on that play. Ew. Is that Carlier?
I'm kind of salty.
What's his
Right
name
now.
there? Carlier? Carlier, yeah, he's fired. I'd cut him right now.
But he's my best player in the game.
He's not your best player. Your winger's your best player. But yeah,
No,
no,
but
he stood there like just watch the other guy score.
he's the only one with a positive rating.
Oh
He's
man!
got 7.
Even though he just watched that goal go in, right?
Yes.
Yikes! He didn't even try and stop it. That was disappointing to watch.
And he's still the best player on the pitch.
Well, for a moment there, it was Bujema was your best player for a second there.
For a second.
He was, yeah. He moved up to 7.0 for a moment.
I'm not sure about my keeper.
Savage.
But I'm trying to find someone who can put the ball in the net. Because clearly,
I mean, some passing might help, but a finishing train, I don't know.
And 3-1.
So
he hit the post.
Yeah, well, I mean, the post is going to help you eventually.
My defenders are awful.
I'll
do something.
There's no denying that your defenders are off.
Hey, I'm putting Caddy on the pitch. He has 1 goal. It's more than most of my team. And it's all over.
Did you put out a demand more shout at very least?
Yes. Is it the moment I throw my water bottle?
Not yet. Not yet. Get your tactic in there. The Gingan press right from the start. Switch it to your default tactic. Forget to do some of your own training. Did you pick up your own training yet, or are you still doing the letting your assistant do it?
I fixed some of my own training, but I'll start.
Okay, well, if you have my stream anywhere on a screen for you, I've got my training up right now. If you can see it, I can explain it to you.
I can.
Okay, so we play Wednesday, Saturday matches.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it set up for 2 weeks and 1 game. Okay, on the weeks where there is 2 games, you'll see here I just have a couple of generic ones right here. These ones I will change to whatever my team needs. Mm-hmm. Then I have an attacking movement and a match preview before the match. After the match, recovery and match review. It's the one thing that the AI never puts in is a match review.
Okay.
But you need one. Your tactics are gonna get better twice as fast if you have the preview and review training. That again just repeats before the second match. Now, on the ones where you only have 1 game, these are the truly tremendous training weeks. This is where you shape your team. On the first day and the third day, you see here I have a couple of team bonding and community outreach. This brings your players together. And holy cow, I just got raided. Hello, everyone. Scouse Mike, how are you? Welcome. What were you playing Football Manager as well tonight? Just explaining training here to my friend. So yeah, we have the 2 team bonding things that bring your players together. This is an amazing. You know those little lines that happen between your players on your tactics? Mm-hmm. They will happen faster with these. Okay? So you got
nice to know.
These 4 things right here are all generics. Those I will change to whatever my team needs. Chance conversion right here. You see that one? That's the one you need. Really badly. Then yes, and then every time I always train set pieces here. I score, an average of 18 to 20 set piece goals a year, and that's a lot.
That's a lot.
And these 2 right here is what helps me there. Once in a while, once in a blue moon, I'll switch one of these to set penalty taking. But I find penalty taking is a crapshoot no matter what you're training. And then the usual teamwork, match preview, game, recovery, match review. But these 4 little squares here. So if you're ever going into your training and your players are bitching, look, I got some players bitching. They say they're low-level general team training. Okay, so they're all complaining right there. Well, I'm going to utilize these spots here to change their complaints. So what it is that they're asking me for is some little bit more diversity in the general team training. So I'm going to do that for them.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, you know what? I don't have it available to download, but I really should, shouldn't I?
You should.
Yes, I was asked about that, and yes, I'll make them available for download. This is only if you play Wednesday, Saturday matches.
Um,
I don't.
and where,
I don't do
where's
individual
the
training.
where's the team review?
The team, the match review.
Yeah, where can I find it?
That's under match preparation.
Okay.
Is it not? No, wait. Match preparation. Is it not match preparation? Where's the match review, everyone? Yes, okay. It's on match prep, but it only shows up to yeah. So yeah, but that's the thing is if you leave your AI to do your training, they never put a match review on there. And you're getting half the amount of tactical familiarity. It's ridiculous. Everybody should always have a match review. That's just the thing. So do I have these available to download? That was the question. And I'd actually like to answer that now because I think I may have uploaded them actually.
Ooh, that's
No,
interesting.
so it's not the first time somebody. Yes, that's right. The dark blues are the ones that are available for changing, and that's based on my players' feedback. If my players say you're not doing enough defending training, so I'll throw some in there, and those are the ones that are adjustable based on what my players need, or what I feel like throwing in. If my penalty taker hasn't scored in 5 attempts, I might throw some penalty take training in. They don't have to stay as dark blue things. I could literally change this, and sometimes I often do this one. I'll go to ball distribution or chance creation. Because I've always got chance conversion here, but it's never a bad idea if your team isn't playing the way you want them to put in chance creation and ball distribution. Those can be very handy. Then you'll start to see your players play the ball. And the best thing about this training program is it works for any tactic.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Individual training. We can talk about that. If you want me to explain individual training, I absolutely will. I've spent 17 years as a researcher and tester on Football Manager. I know, Mike, and that's the thing is a lot of people are because it's a little intimidating. It's like, well, what do I do? What do I put in? I feel like if I do it myself, I screw it up, and I get that. But it's actually pretty easy once you learn it. It's simple. If you play your games like these ones, I'm using the example of Wednesday, Saturday matches. If you use that and you put these training things in, it's really not that hard. You'll get a very good idea what you want to do. Just let me look here. Did I post these? My files. That's what I want to look at. Files you've posted. I'll get to individual training in just a second here. Okay, I haven't posted my training yet. I will do so. So as far as individual training goes, thank you for the follow, Black Hollow. Hey, that rhymed. As far as individual training goes, I don't bother. The thing is that it's good for you younger players because if you are training, say, let's take maybe not him. He's 29 years old. Let's take this player here. We're going to go into his training. All right. Let's transfer. What am I doing? Development training. So if you were to start setting him into any role like this, it's only going to develop the ones that are highlighted, nothing else. And that is really limiting your player on his growth because he won't even attempt to get better at some of the other things in and around those highlighted numbers. Even if you're throwing in additional focuses, they're going to be putting a lot of their training time into these things only. And they won't be as well rounded as they could be if you just leave these blank playing the position. If you really want this player to train as a wingback support, just play him as a wingback support. You don't need to put it into his individual training. Because he can play wingback support role here. He'll train everything from that position and all of the things that aren't highlighted. If you put it into his individual training, only trains the statistics that were highlighted, the attributes that were highlighted.
So this is why it's pointless.
Individual training is great for your younger players, for those really young players that have tiny numbers in the attributes you want for their roles. Train them in that so those numbers come up. Then when they make it to your senior team, stop individual training them and they'll become better, more well-rounded players. You can give it a whirl. Take my word for it if you want. Like I said, I've been doing this a very long time. I only just started streaming recently because people begged me. They said, please come on and share this information with the world. And I thought, okay, so here we are. We're doing it. And we're having fun too. We're playing in the French league. I have never played in this league before. And so far, so good. You know, like if you're checking this out, here's the results of my game so far. This is my training and my tactics, and these are the things that it's done for me up to this moment. Is 4-0 with 17 goals scored. Not bad, right? It does work. You find it over a period of time, put in these training routines, and stick to simple things. It's amazing. And I'm not even yeah.
I'm having the same amount of success.
You're not having very good success, unfortunately, yet. But take hold of your training. It'll transform its season from this to this. I guarantee it. A lot of those people who would come on to the forums, like I moderate some of the official Football Manager forums on Facebook and such, they'll come on there and they'll post undefeated seasons. And people will say, oh, but you saved and reloaded. Well, no, a lot of these guys are just doing the right things regarding training and making their team play in a way that makes them win in this game. Let's face it, it's an AI that is kind of limited in a certain way. There are certain paths you can take that will lead to success. I don't know if you would consider that gaming the AI. I think training the right way isn't cheating. That's just how I feel about that. Training the right way is simply training the right way. And that's it. You leave it to the AI. The AI is terrible. Your assistant manager is the worst possible person you can leave the training to, because it's not set up to be individualized to your tactic or your players or your team. It's just set up for a very general thing. And you know how sometimes you'll get a cup draw and they'll throw another game in the middle of a week. The AI doesn't adjust that week for you.
Yeah, this happens way too often.
Using lots of recoveries in your training, I understand. I understand where you're coming from there. Again, that's more about rotating, watching match loads. Okay, here's my DNA view. This is my screen. This is where my team comes in. I look a lot at this, the match load. Okay. Whenever I have an opportunity to do so, if I play an easier team, oh, these guys are in fifth. That's not coming. So maybe over here when I play these guys, if anybody has a heavy match load, I rotate them out. Match loads mean everything. This, if you want a very basic way to decide how to keep your players healthy, watch this little match load column right here. That's what I use. I mean, you could use lots of different things. I mean, obviously the medical center is here for a reason, right? But who wants to read all of this daunting information when I can just use just this?
When
and
you
it works.
Play a team dressed in orange, that will be the time.
I mean, yeah. I don't get a lot of long-term injuries. So, I mean, as you watch some of the games that I'll play here over a period of time, I'm not going to get a ton of long-term injuries because I will use that rotation, and it's just their match loads. It's nothing more. Recovery days, they can be good. Yeah. If a player truly needs rest, this is the screen you want right here. You know, you want to put them on. Well, I got to find somebody that can actually do this. If they're truly tired, it'll pop up. It'll say send them on holiday. Wait until you have. Here's one right here. Okay, right there. This player I can send on holiday. If I had no games or even just one game this week and I wasn't going to use him, rather than just have him sit on the bench, I'll send him on holiday for a week. And then when he comes back, he will be way more fresh than if I had just not used him in the next game. So anyway, that's a good point. That was a very tired player that I was showing you here. Am I going to use him? See, let me follow my own advice. No, see, he's not even going to play this next game. I don't believe if I go in, put in my proper lineup. No, see, he's going to be sitting out. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to send him on holiday for a week. He's going to miss these two games. I'm a Liverpool fan. My My friend here that's playing this game with me, he's an Everton fan, so you can see how this is a bit of a fun mix here. There, he's gone for a week. I'm not going to be able to use him in the next 2 games, but I wasn't going to anyways. If I absolutely get stuck, I can call him back from holiday. You're both from Liverpool. Oh, what do you know? That's great. Well, I mean, I read Scouse Mike. I thought, pretty good chance, right? Pretty good chance. But yeah, no, Guillaume, my friend here, he's an Everton fan. He's also from Canada. I'm from Canada. I'm a Liverpool fan. I've been a researcher and tester for Football Manager since it was Championship Manager. So for a lot of years, I used to work on Eastside Hockey Manager. Heard of that at all? It's another SI game. That's how I grew to enjoy Football Manager more and more. Oh, good. I got this midfielder for free. This guy plays a lot of positions. He's 33, but he's only going to cover for the rest of the year. Depth is a big thing, right? Like I talk about rotating players. It's easier said than done if you don't have any players. Some of these teams can be a lot more challenging than others to rotate with. But I have played many low league saves and managed to get through with fewer injuries than you otherwise might. And because of my lack of supposed depth here, although this is looking a little better than when I started, I do in fact play with a tactic that isn't as high in intensity. Because that's a huge factor on your injuries. The higher the intensity, the more injuries you're going to get. Simple as that. That's common knowledge, though. I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know there. And heck, if you want to play high intensity tactic, do it. Do it. Absolutely do it. Wait until you get a 2 or 3 goal lead in the 60th or 65th minute, and then maybe turn your intensity down just a little. I mean, I understand that kind of invites the other team to come at you, and that maybe not the best thing. I don't like to do it personally. I don't change anything about my tactic, no matter how many goals I'm up, except for time wasting. Because if you invite the other team to attack you, they're going to attack you. They're going to come and they're going to score goals to tie up the game potentially. And everybody knows how frustrating that is. But we're going to go into a game here. I'm hoping for another good result. Well, I mean, that last game was not too bad. It's my first real test against the second place team, and we beat them rather handily, I might say. So I'm digging on this season so far. See them, our luck could run out at any moment. People are motivated. Team go. And we get to be at home. It's always like a home game. It's a little bit more relaxed, isn't it? Coming right at us. It's coming right for us. Jeez. Oh, he just turned my left back into a pylon. Oh my god. Okay, well they've just scored on us and made us look like fools. That was a nice play by that winger, though, wasn't it? That was a pretty goal. What can I say? I hate getting scored on, but that was a really nice goal. Oh man. All right. Maybe I found that one bogey team you're supposed to get each season. Oh, we're down 2-0, just like that. All this big talk. All of a sudden, we're getting slaughtered. Putting us to the sword here.
What's the team I'll be rooting for now?
Yeah, RSFC, whoever they are. Again, I don't know the league well enough, and I didn't expect them to do this well. I mean, I'm at home, and they're like 5th, I think they are. Yeah, I said they're 5th. So they're not terrible. There's a goal back, but still, I didn't expect them to come out and show up. It's the only team that scored 2 on us so far. Naughty team. Oh, come on, set pieces. I love set pieces. Score a lot. They keep me afloat some games. Those 0-0 games that frustrate you and you just beg for a goal. All that set piece training is going to bail you out of those games. You're going to easier. You can even leave the set pieces on default if you want. I mean, I don't advise you do that. Set it up so that it's strongest, tallest guys forward on corners. Who doesn't understand those things? But yeah, training your set pieces actually makes a pretty big difference in this game. Come on, team. Wow. Oh, May. Oh, okay. These guys are kind of dominating us, to be honest. It's nothing at all like the last few games. I was getting a little bit complacent myself, so if any of my players are complacent, no. I've got one nervous player, two nervous players, one's at the bench.
A goal.
Oh, of course. My right back is my nervous player. He's the one that got turned inside out by that winger. Did you score?
Yes.
Are you up a goal?
I'm up a goal.
Yes! Yes!
For the first time.
All right. See, I told you could change this. I knew that we could change it around for you. That's fantastic. Get that manual training in there. You're going to watch your team transform into a completely different team overnight. And you're going to be like, wow, how did I ever play Football Manager this long without doing my training myself?
I don't know.
You'll see. You'll see. I've done this with more than one person in the past. On Mondays, I play this with my good friend Jacob. I don't stream those ones because he and I have been playing this for years together. And I finally got him to listen to me and put in the training techniques that I talk about all the time. He finally did it. He put them in, and his team went from dead last to first in a very short order of time. He was trying to keep up with me. See, we both started in the League Two England, and I went back to back to back straight up to the Premier League, and he was a little bit lagging behind. And he's like, okay. He felt like he could outplay me with his own ideas and thoughts, and that's fine. And maybe he could. I didn't know. But then he put in my training techniques, and now he very much keeps up with me. It's like, well, I guess I'm helping him, but that's okay. I'd rather see him succeed than not. I want people to succeed at this game. It's a lot of fun when you do, right?
It is.
Yeah.
And I've just scored a beautiful goal.
Scored another goal?
No, I didn't.
Oh, they scored.
It got scored on, yeah. But it was a beautiful goal.
Oh, yeah. I hate getting scored on. Nice. It's easier to take. Oh, my goalkeeper just kept me in this one. We've tied it up, but oh, wait, let's just wait for the set piece first, and then I'll make my changes. That was a very nice attempt.
Can we get another goal?
Yes, you
dominating.
can. Yes, you can get another goal.
Dominating. No.
Yeah. Changes his tactics. One game in, he's already dominating. This game can be easy at times. Great things. You don't want it to be too easy, though. You also don't want to kneecap yourself. Letting your AI do your training is kneecapping yourself. To demand this team. Really not doing horribly. Starting to really play like we did the last couple of games, but that start was just atrocious. There we go. We're back up a goal. Now, here's a big one. I've already done and said demand more, but I'm going to go in here. I'm going to cancel, and now I haven't said that. I hate how you can't take shouts back sometimes, but that's a trick to do. So now I can praise them instead. Hi, Trevor. How you doing? Now we just got to hold on to this lead. Or, go and extend it. Man. Extending the lead would be better. Then I can put it on time wasting. Nice, man. That's a great game. I love that. Oh! Taken down in the box. Wait, my game is frozen. Why is my game? We got a penalty. Jimmy Roy. Come on, Jimmy Roy. Dang. Okay. It's going to go with time waste. There's only 2 shouts in this game that ever really matter. That's true. There's only 2 shouts that I ever use. They are praise when you're ahead and demand more when you're not. That's all I ever use. Anything else to me is a crapshoot. Your entire team can turn against you, no matter how much of a high reputation you have with them. I've rolled the dice on encourage once or twice, but in that one is not always going to be the results you want. Okay, I'm going to be happy. Look at that. See, we went down 2-0 early. No panic. Don't change the tactic. Don't freak out. Don't make changes. Just stick to the. Hit it. Okay, my game's over. To continue there. What was the results of yours? Did you win?
No.
What 1-1 draw?
Yeah, 1-1 draw. But I dominated the game.
But you played better. That's what you got to work with that. And against the team that was in the middle of the table. So give that training a couple more weeks. You'll start to see it kick in.
Still chasing first win.
I'm going to do this right now. Go ahead and save these and upload them. Since I'm thinking about it, and since you're all here. Say, it's not the one. Export, that's what I want. One game training. Publish to Steam. Take 2 games training. Publish to Steam. There you go. Those are all uploaded. Grab and use and tweak and modify as you see fit. And hopefully you will do well with them. There's a lot of people that, they come around and they say, what tactics should I use? Tactics should I put in to win? I'm like, tactics are good. Truth of the matter is that if you do your training right and you get the right players, every tactic can win. Well, every reasonable tactic can win, right? Not just any of them, but, a bunch of the good ones. Who are trying to buy my defensive midfield? That's my star player. He basically carries my time. Heavy though they be. Did you try to redeem a sound alert again? Didn't work.
No, I just redeemed one.
Oh, and it didn't work, did it? I didn't hear it. Why are my sound alerts not working? It just upsets me. Look here. Let's play. Turn that up. Well, that one works. I got some applause. Yay! Maybe it just wasn't turned up. Maybe that's what happened. I can't play the ones that you just did on my own stream. I don't know why. But the ones for bits, I can't play them. Or I guess it's stream points. I can use the ones for bits. Strike that, reverse it. Got it. Good, no bad training performances. Unfortunately, no bad training performances, because now I can't show you how to deal with those.
How do you deal with those?
Okay, so if you have a bad training performance, click on the top guy, when what is it, to interact with them. Put your arm around him and pick the top option. The improve or whatever the one top one. But put your arm around him and hit that. He'll have a positive. It's the Jurgen Klopp approach. Put your arm around your player and just encourage the hell out of them, even when you want to wring their neck. It's the Jurgen Klopp approach. And I know how much you want. I know how much you want to emulate his success.
Do you know what's the Ancelotti approach?
What's that?
The first time it gets difficult, you get back to Madrid.
Good, send him back to Madrid.
If it's tough, get back to Madrid.
Guess you don't want to be difficult then, do you? Wow, I can't. The body language, I see. When you're doing team talks, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're referring to there?
No, no, I was
No, I'm talking
looking
to
at
the person on the stream. Sorry.
being bitter.
They said that they're having they don't do well with the body language on the thing. Individual team chat. Okay, so that's just before a game. We'll go over that. There's again a couple that work really really well, and a couple that aren't so good. Okay, we're away from home, playing the 8th place team. I have some heavy match load players here that I kind of can't afford to rotate out just yet. I don't think I will. Oh, if somebody has a bad few games. Okay, so talking to them individually. I don't have anybody having a bad game right now, so I can't really help. Uh, Horn player, size last game. Put your arm around approach is most of the time going to work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It just really, if we're going to simplify it, the put your I just joke that it's the Jurgen Klopp approach, but really there's only 3 choices there. And that one seems to work the best. I don't have underlying knowledge of how that particular aspect of the AI works, but I, through trial and error have understood like which talks were like right here. I already know what I'm going to say before this pops up most of the time. If at the bottom it says the press has been giving you, oh, right here, the media has been praising you. Guess what? I'm going to pick that every time because it never has a negative reaction. Almost always has a positive reaction right there, not so much. So, like players, they're already pretty chill. But yeah, if you pick the media has been praising you a lot lately with open arms, it never at all. I don't think I've ever seen it have a negative reaction in all the time I've been playing. So I like to pick that one as often as I can. But that's only if you're playing well. Other than that, trying to tell your team what you expect from them at the beginning, there's 2 or 3 of them that work really, really well. I like to keep them as simple as possible. Body language is just open arms, point fingers, and
Throw a water bottle.
well, if you want to throw, if you're doing really horribly, don't be afraid to throw a water bottle because it's funny. We're up a goal, hooray! Geez, I'm trying to think of the other one. It's okay, we're at halftime here. Pump fists. I love pumping fists. Right? Look at this. Great opportunity to show the pundits. This is the media one. It's the same thing. Pumping my fists. I'm picking this. Oh, look at that. It got negative. Oh, did I hit pump fists? Well, they're probably just trying to show me up here. However, this game is well within my expectations. Possession over 50%, 62%. Passing over 90%, 92%. This is what your training will bring you, is that column of stats right there that we were just looking at. There's certain things I expect my team to accomplish each and every game. Passing over 80% is the least that I can expect. If a player starts to dip below 80% in his passing, I'll either replace them altogether or sometimes I'll train them exclusively in that just to get them to a decent level. But then that can also have a little bit of an effect on what role they're playing. It's like I had a friend one time and he was playing with a formation and he had a decent midfielder. We thought, well, this guy should be really good at passing, but his passing is at 73%. And I said, God, that's awful. He said, yeah, but I don't know why, because his passing attribute is 16. And I said, okay, well, what do you have him playing? And he said, an attacking Masala. I said, oh, so he's rushing up a lot. He's constantly moving. Put him on Masala's support. Well, he did that. And then his passing went up to 88% by the end of the season. It has a lot to do with how they're playing, where they are. If a player is constantly running forward, backward between 2 little spaces, they're not taking the time to make passes calmly, as you may expect. And they're just kind of rifling it to the other wingers, and that's not always going to be accurate. So if you put them on support, it slows them down just a little bit. And if it's a player that has good passing, it will improve it. An attack role doesn't always help with passing. These ones up front here. Now, what was I doing here? 69th minute. I'm up by 2. It's time to put in some subs. Play. Oh, it's really hard to take him out to manage his minutes. You can play, but you're not going to play there. We'll swap you there. Play's a better attacker. It's about the same, hey? See, on the attacking role, he leaves the midfield responsibilities to his teammates. So that means he's not playing much as a traditional midfielder. And that's what affects his passing, is that he's more of an attacker. He's always rifling forward. The support duty, they balance their responsibilities. So sometimes, they'll sit a little bit back and distribute more like a midfielder, and that's what improves their passing. Little things like that. It's not things that everybody knows, but you watch for it, you learn it, you pick it up as you go along, figure these things out. Right. To waste time. And I need to praise these folks. How did they respond to the praising? Delighted. Wonderful. Don't you hate it when you praise your players and they're like angry after the feedback? It's like, do you not know what praising is, dude? You tell a guy, good job, and he's like, I hate you. It doesn't make any sense. You ever have that happen to you, Guillaume?
It happens.
Yeah, you praise the players and they get mad.
But I often use berate and demand more. I'm not a praising coach.
Oh, I see. Berate is not what I've ever really used because that just ticks them off a lot. Demand more is a good. I like that one. You're down a goal. Why are you down a goal? Oh, you lost.
Oh, I threw out the water bottle.
Threw the water bottle at them this time?
And some of them were motivated.
Some of them are motivated by that? That's a good response. I mean, okay. If you're going to have your cutthroat management style, they might as well respond positively to
it. They have to.
They have to, or they'll be off the team. As soon as I have money to cut you, you're out of here. You play a little bit like Jacob does. It's great. Here I am, all just patient and calm the whole damn time. I've literally heard people say that they've like punched their screen playing Football Manager, and I can't imagine doing that.
No, I'm not that aggressive.
No, right? But you've heard of this, right?
Yes, but I can become very salty, very bitter.
Oh, please don't do that. It's going to be okay. It's just a game.
Yeah. After all, I'm an Everton fan, so
yes, right. You expect the best and never get it.
As a Canadian, I don't know why I chose that team.
Well, we all make mistakes. How about this season that these guys are having? Durant, look at this. Damian Durant, 5 goals, 6 assists in 5 games. We're talking about passing. Look at these passing percentages. That just lights me up. See them playing the right way. Yep. None of my players have under 80% passing. That's beautiful. It's because I've been doing my training from the beginning, from day one, just letting it all sink in. Oh, they're unhappy. Let's see. What do they want? Tactical attack training. Okay. Let's go give them more tactical attack training. It's not going to be hard. Tactical shadow play. Looks good. Hopefully that will appease them. Because this is all about appeasing your players. That's why I often like to call this a babysitting simulator. Another raid. Mountain Island Gaming. How you guys doing? Playing some Football Manager tonight? Thank you for the follow. You guys been playing Football Manager? Not much is up. We're trying to win the bottom French league. And I'm trying to teach people how to do their own training and stuff. Sunderland. Oh, how is that going? What season are you in? bit of a fallen giant save that season in the Premier League. Tough. Yeah, no, it's not an easy road once you get them back up there. Accepted that. They're happy with that answer. It's not always easy to those managers who loan you. So which player was that just now? This is what I get when I'm not paying attention. I get excited. Oh, this guy. Right. Why do I even have him on? I guess he starts on loan. He's not particularly good. Outgunned and outspent? Yeah. Well, do you have any? Well, geez, let's see. You're Sunderland in the Premier League, so that's what, third season at the minimum that you're playing right now? Yeah, Red Star. I'm playing as Red Star. I never played in the French league before. Um, my friend Guillaume here that's playing with me, he's an Everton fan. I'm a Liverpool fan, but we didn't want to play as Everton and Liverpool at the right off the bat because that's no fun. So we decided to play the lowest division of the French league. So far, so good. It's been entertaining. I landed on Red Star actually because my girlfriend is from France and it's the closest team to her hometown. So I'm playing as them. Yeah, that's our hope, is to take down PSG eventually. It's going to be a while. This is our literal first stream of this particular save, so see how it goes. I expect to get up there reasonably quick, but that's, Red Star's awesome. Good to hear. You from near there? Following for that? Awesome. Awesome. I hope to meet your expectations. If nothing else, I'm going to have a good time doing this. But I enjoy this game. I've been testing and researching researcher on Football Manager for 17 years now. So since Championship Manager, also worked on Eastside Hockey Manager. This is the first time I've ever come about streaming Football Manager because some of my friends are like, "Well, come on here and show some of the people the things you know," and I'm like, "Why not?" So I'm doing it. So far, it's been entertaining, to say the least. Quick warm-up series, if you will, playing as Accrington Stanley, one of the teams I research for, and I got a little bit bored playing by myself, so found a friend to play. It's better to play Football Manager with other.
And I'm winning the league.
No, I'm winning. You're last. Wow, you are last.
I am.
Why? I'm rooting for you. Okay, it's gonna happen. It's gonna turn around. Don't change your tactic too much. Find the formation you're comfortable with. Stick to that training I gave you. They will turn it around.
I hope so.
Oh, they will. Not like you're going to get fired. You just can't get demoted. That's the only thing you got to avoid is demotion, if possible. Uh-oh. It's my left. It's my back.
I just wish I was playing my Birmingham save.
Yeah, because that one's going really well, right? You're just crushing everybody.
Yes.
But you'll get there. It takes a little bit of time to build. What kind of tips and tricks are you using on that one? Like, how do you have them rolling along so well?
I develop young players. I loan way too much people. But I have a training schedule, but I cannot work it for semi-pro because my team is a semi-pro team, and I have some attributes I like in my players that I'm trying to find in this save. But in 2 years' time, I should be good because all of my team is 21 years younger.
Well, and that's an approach a lot of people take in this game is let's build up a team of young players that stay together a long time, and that can be a lot of fun. I don't mind mixing it up.
And if I can find a 6'5" defender, I'll feel like Alex Ferguson.
Right. Everybody needs a good tall two. Preferably one that can also pass and also shoot and and also do everything.
I'm not asking that much in Nacional,
Oh
but
well, why not?
we'll get to it.
You can wish for it. It doesn't mean you're gonna. I mean, I'm loving my defensive midfielder in this game. He's basically all of those things for me, but he is actually red carded for the upcoming game. So I get a harumph, play my backup defensive midfielder, and see what kind of game I'm about to have without him, because he has been a tremendous player so far.
Let's hope you win.
I mean, so far it's been working out that way. It's all of the winning, but can I have an undefeated season? I guess that's the goal at the moment. Oh, I said it out loud. Now it's ruined.
Haha.
I don't believe in superstition. I only believe in pure tactical genius.
The second you'll face Stade Lavallois, you lose.
As soon as I play you, okay. That's going to be your one win this year is against my team.
That's it.
Oh wait, you're going to have 2 wins because you play us twice, right?
No, only one.
You're only going to play us once.
Yeah, but
you're not going to show up for the other game, right? You're going to beat us once and then not show up, fearing retribution. That's good stuff.
Fearing 8 goals.
You're going to score 8 goals on us. Oh wow! Damn.
Oh. 8 goals and all the save will play together.
Oh, okay. That's better. So I don't know if I've ever had a team give up 8 goals. I don't think so. I struggle to remember a team that gave up any more than 4 goals.
I think I have had it once. I was playing as a CPL team, and I went up against Puma, which are a Mexican First Division team.
Yes, I know exactly who they are. Yeah,
I got killed.
Yeah, well, you would, wouldn't you? Yeah.
It was a fun experience.
But at least you got to play against that team. Like you must have done well to get to a position to play against them.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what matters. Hey, there's a goal.
It was the North American Champions League.
My striker scored. That's amazing. He hasn't done much of that this season. Not that he hasn't been contributing, right? Drawing defenders out of position, and that's why my wingers are just lighting it up. Striker scores, and then it's tripped. What's up with that? Right, well, this backup defensive midfielder is not doing bad. He passes actually quite well in tight spaces, so that's been good. Oh, my striker almost scored again. All right. Teams having to play a little bit differently, I'm noticing this game, because they've shut down the wingers. And it's all right. That just means my midfielders will get more opportunities because they have been scoring as well. Well, that was the post. Which we love hitting the post. Oh, wait. No, Gnome likes hitting the post.
Oh, yes.
2 or 3 a game.
My passion in that game.
Hey, you have a goal. You're actually drawing over there. You know, yes. The key to winning games is scoring more than once a game. I just want to let you know that. Hopefully your players will get that note as well.
I only have one player who scored more than 1 goal in all of this season.
Yikes. I did notice there's a lot of low determination players on your team. Those are the ones I get rid of first.
Yeah, I prefer to get rid of the old players.
Yeah. Well, my DNA view is something that is for down. Has the mental attributes that I absolutely cannot live without in a successful team. You know, it also has the things like the shows me how tired my stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, your striker has some good attributes.
Striker?
Yeah.
Is that Queta?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's pretty good. Looking him over, are you? He's not for sale. Any small tips if you're new to Football Manager? Absolutely. Don't make gigantic changes. Put in a tactic you like and be patient. Make small changes incrementally. Do what Guillaume's doing in Panic. put the training in. I have my training for download. Play Wednesday, Saturday matches, and use the training manual. Do your own training. It may seem overwhelming, but it's not that hard once you get the hang of it. Because
And
doing your own training will transform how your team plays more than any tactic will.
throw some water bottles.
Throw some water bottles. Guillaume will throw many water bottles before this season is done. Don't throw water bottles. That's only if you get frustrated. And I don't blame you. I mean, if I was in your position right now, I'd be laughing about it still, but maybe with a slightly different laugh.
But it worked. I've had more
Thank you.
points
I
since
appreciate
I threw
that.
the water bottle.
I really appreciate that. And I mean, if you ever need tips, I'm around. I don't mind helping out and talking to fun with people. It's not the only game that I play, but it is one that I know a lot about. With all the years I've been testing and researching for it, I've learned this game inside and out, and I haven't spent enough time chatting about it with other people. I only talk to my friends about it, and I watch how their games get transformed and they start to do better and better. And I think, man, I should really find a way to reach out and share it with more. He said, well, why don't you stream? And I'm embarrassed to say this, but I said, what's that? I honestly only learned about Twitch about a year ago. I had no idea. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give that a try. It sounds like it could be okay. I don't know who's going to want to watch me play video games. Turns out a lot of people watch me play video games, not just this one, but it's like, all right, watch me play video games. I'm just going to sit here and do what I would normally do, but there's going to be a camera on. And, I guess I would probably not talk as much to myself as I'm talking to you. Pretty close. Yeah, reasonably close. I do talk to my players. Do you ever find yourself talking to your players? They can't hear you, but it doesn't do it. It's like, God damn it, you missed that shot. Yes, you scored. You're winning. I hear elation.
Yes, I'm winning.
That's right. That training is starting to kick in. Give it a couple more weeks. You're going to see. You're going to start winning all the games. Man, I can't believe I haven't been doing my own training.
And it was a cracker goal.
Oh, that's even better. Forget to put it on time wasting when you're getting closer to the end of the game. It's an important thing, and praise your players. It
No,
fires
I'm not
them.
praising.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
don't
praising
praise.
them.
You don't praise. That's your own thing. Yes. We just had a nice, tidy 2-0 win. I feel like we should have probably have scored more if you were watching that. Their goalkeeper stood on his head a little bit. That's okay. I'll take a 2-0.
I'll demand more if we're winning.
Demand more when you're up 2-1? No, I wouldn't do that. The thing is that you don't want them to get that equalizer late. So that's why firing them up is a good thing. If you praise them right now, within like the 80th minute or something, they'll hang on to your lead often.
I've changed my goalkeeper, and the new goalkeeper is having the greatest game of his life.
Well, there you go. You gave him a chance to prove himself, and that other guy was having a few stinkers. It wasn't all his fault, though. I was watching some of those games, and man, your defenders just standing there watching them like they're front row seat fans. Like some of those were pretty awful.
I finally won a game.
You did, and it's going to only get better from here.
At last.
You only just changed your training to stuff.
Yes.
That good stuff in your players' veins, they're just going to start to win.
And I'm going to keep this goalkeeper.
Okay, yeah, you might. Roll with the hot hand. You have 3 good goalkeepers from what I saw last time I looked.
I don't know if Savage is a good one, but
no, well, okay, it's fair enough. He was your starter, but attributes wise, it looks like you have 3 decent goalkeepers.
Yeah, they are.
How about you guys out there? Do you put a goalkeeper on your bench? I never do. I don't. In all the years I've been playing Championship Manager, Football Manager, I've only ever had a goalie injured one time. And I put a central defender in, and the other team didn't get another shot, so it didn't make a difference. But yeah, I never carry a goalkeeper on my bench.
That's a little crazy.
Especially when you only have 5, yeah. Well, it's crazy because what? Because a goalie's going to get hurt? How many goalkeepers have you had injured in Football Manager?
Like 2.
2? That's
Yeah.
that's insane. I've had it happen once in the entirety of my thousands and thousands of hours of playing these games.
It happened twice, and I was glad that I had a goalkeeper on my bench.
I suppose you would be, yeah. Those two instances. I find more often than not that I'm happy to have an extra option for my outfield players almost every game. So I think that outweighs twice.
That's also fair.
Sometimes I have to.
Fine.
It's cheap, but there are like it's for goalkeepers ever, right? Right. It's definitely one of the things that's been brought up. Just all of the testers, we put it in there, yeah, and we bring it up year after year. It's like, hey, the goalkeepers don't really get red cards or injuries all that often, and it's funny because there's actually a bit of a coding block on it, a bit of a wall that they've encountered, where if they enable them to a certain level, they happen far too often. So they haven't been able to find a good balance on it. So they basically just have it set to super low. It's the only way they can keep it realistic. But it's not realistic, is it? Keepers get red carded or injured. I wouldn't say quite a bit, but a heck of a lot more than it happens in this game. Definitely a lot happens in this game. So, yeah. All right. So here's my training calendar. Let's go see if my players want anything. Sure they do. Want more quickness training. See? Respond to that. I'm going to throw in some quickness training for them right here. Oh. Physical. There we go. They're all happy. Yeah, more than super. You're absolutely right. It's weird. There's a lot of little things like that in this game. I mean, tons of myths about this game too, right? Like, I can't even count how many people will post on our forums and they'll say, right around December, I start to lose a lot. Like, okay, I understand this. And they say, yeah, the AI learned my tactic. It's like,
What?
they didn't. The AI is not that sophisticated yet. What happened was your team's reputation went up because it recalculates every so often in a season, and around December is one of those times. Your reputation went up because you were doing well, and now teams will approach you differently. They're not gonna. Some teams, when you were a smaller reputation, they were just coming out and all out attacking you, so you were able to exploit them and win and beat them. Now you have a higher reputation, and they're not just going to come all out at you. They're going to start to sit back a little more and be more patient, and that will thwart your game a little bit. But again, that's what the bloody genius of the training I have here is. You never have to change your tactic ever. If you train right, every tactic works, regardless. I have to make a couple of changes this game, I think. Because I have a lot of heavy match load players. So I'm at home. Oh no, I'm away to the third place team. Okay, so it's next game. Next game's home to the 18th place team. That's what I'm to some backups. This game, don't believe I can. Oh, you still. Yeah, I wish the AI in this game was sophisticated enough to legit learn your tactics, but they don't. We haven't implemented that yet. Maybe someday we'll get there. It's not like that yet. I mean, I think we brought the managers along quite a bit. I mean, in the recent years, we've added formation preferences and player preferences for what players they play in cup games versus games and things like that. Those things we've managed to implement in there. So the AI is getting a little bit better with its squad selection. That's nice. They're getting slightly more competitive at least. Yeah, I don't see us getting to the point where they're going to read your individual tactic ahead of time. They'll know your formation, but they don't really try to counter formations too much. They just play their preferred formations. They do what they do. They're leaving it after them. That's why sometimes when you get up to the Premier League, freshly there, the first few games sometimes can go better than the ones later on. Oh, did I just get a red card? Oh. So it's my turn to take a red card. This is going to be a harder game. All right, formation change time. Man. Oh man. I'm in a fair amount of trouble here. I haven't plotted a course for what to do if this happens. I also don't have a backup left back on my bench. Oh man. Oh shit. I'm in a lot of trouble, guys. What do I do? Quick, give me advice. Does anybody have a left back rating? Oh, this is short-sighted of. No, they don't actually. My team almost never ever. This is why I don't plan for this, because I almost never get a red card.
But didn't you spend a good amount of time trying to find a left back in the beginning of the game?
Spent a good amount of time doing what? Sorry.
Trying to find a left back.
I did, and then I found two extras. One of them was injured coming into this game, and I didn't put the third string one on the bench because there's only 5 choices for the bench, and so far backs, because I put a fresh left back out there. I thought he's the one I'm least likely to sub off, so I brought an extra right back instead of an extra left back. Oh, you know what? So I'm actually going to put. Left backs are so hard to find for no reason. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. I've noticed that as well. There seems to be a disturbing trend in the lack of left backs. So I'm going to go with this formation. I've had to change my game plan unexpectedly here. Yeah, I know. Wingers are everywhere. That's true. It's true. Versatile wingers, especially, guys who can play multiple positions, no problem. In fact, most of the guys who can play left back can also play midfield and defensive midfield and right wing and just all over the place, right? But really good, solid left backs. Those are of course we're down a goal, down a player here. Kind of inviting a lawsuit. So this is probably where my undefeated season comes to an end. It's early, but at least that pressure will be off going forward. And I mean, we're enough points ahead of second place that it's probably not going to matter. But I'm sad to have to play man down. This never happens to me. I'm going to thrash my arms. Tell them I'm far from pleased, or should I pump my fists? Tell them it's an opportunity. No, see, if I encourage them too much right now, they're going to think that. Tell them I'm far from pleased. All right, so just one player is unhappy with that. It's feedback, and it's the guy I have playing left back, so I can't really just sub him off. All right, fair enough. I'm screwed. All right, so this is one of those tough games where you just got to hope for the best. I am going to demand more. You guys, do more with less players. Less is more sometimes. Right. Yes, this is a tactic that it's time wasting on. It's a bit of a risky thing. It's to demand. I love that. It's just outright see sometimes. But I have 2 Mazalas here. That should actually make up for the lack of an extra attacker. If I can get them in position, they should overlap enough in the middle. What other games do I stream? Well, I do on Tuesdays. I play FPS games that are PVE, Killing Floor 2, Deep Rock Galactic, Gunfire Reborn, stuff like that. On Sundays and Thursdays right now, I have a really large group of people who play 7 Days to Die together. We have a server for that. Wednesdays and Saturdays lately, I've been playing Wasteland 3 with friends who that game and I also really like. So he's given me an opportunity to do that with him. It's been a good time. I mean, I stream a lot of games. Yeah, so I'd consider myself kind of a person. Yeah, with Trevor, that guy right there. He so much fun to play games with. He actually plays on Tuesdays with us and Thursdays and Sundays. Yeah, Wasteland 3. It's a post-apocalyptic tactical game. You've never heard of the Wasteland series? How I would describe them? It's tactical style. XCOM. Do you know XCOM? It's kind of a lot like that in the distributed tactics and No, well, I mean, it's only like Fallout in that it's a post-apocalyptic setting. Aside from that, it doesn't have a lot in common with Fallout. Well, there's our loss, our first loss of the season. It happened. It's out of the way. I'm gonna need to worry. Have Wasteland 1? I mean, that's an older game. Could always give it a whirl. It's not a bad game. It's still pretty good. I would start with Wasteland 2 if I was going to start the series today. We're not here to talk about Wasteland. It's a great game. Try sometime. I like a lot of games. I mean, my Steam is right there on my under my stream page there. So if you want to add me, look at all the games I have. Go ahead. I also curate. I rate games, and I have some friends that will only buy games based on my recommendations. No pressure there, except for all the pressure. Oh, you have Wasteland 2? Play it, man. It's a great game. You had it the whole time, didn't even know it, eh? I'm like that too. I have games in my library, man, and I'll go and I'll look and be like, oh, I have that. Remember when I got it. Wasteland 2 is a really good tactics. It's a good story as well. Influence it. Story quite. This is the recommended one. So I am going to go entirely with a whole new 11 for this game because I need some players. Honestly, I think that part of what contributed to our undoing on that last one is that my players are in fact getting tired. I need to do better by them. Here we go. We got all of the backups. Hopefully we won't get destroyed. I mean, we might. This could be rather embarrassing, and if it is, then I'm glad you're here to witness it. I think sometimes watching those games where the wheels fall off can be every bit as entertaining as watching somebody win. So, something different. Director's cut. Yes, that's definitely. Yes, if you have the option to play the director's cut. Good advice, Trevor. This is going to. It's my backup outfielders. Anyways, I'm not going to change my goal. I shouldn't say my backup 11 per se because I'm not going to put out second string. I have one. Oh, he's awful. He's just awful. Oh yeah, he's garbage. Multiplayer aspect is nothing but shared players. In Wasteland 3, as an example, you have 6 characters on your team at any given time. I control 3 of them. Trevor controls 3 of them. It's just like that. You can play it by yourself and control all 6. But we have 3 and 3. It kind of splits up the tactical aspects of it a little bit. He can go one direction, I can go another. We can ambush people. We try to use that as a strategy. But again, I must remind you, we aren't here to talk about Wasteland. I love talking games with everybody, but this is a football manager night, you guys. We're probably playing Wasteland maybe tomorrow. Let's see. That one isn't scheduled. No, don't be sorry. I'm happy to give you a game recommendation. I hope you really enjoy it. I haven't played it before. If you like it, that would be awesome. And I feel like I've done my due diligence in helping somebody find a gem. Almost as exciting as finding a gem in Football Manager. A young player. Yum, you should talk about that. How you love to find good young gems in this game.
I've seen a meme today that said hunting 16 years old, and it was pedophiles and Football Manager players. And I felt attacked in that meme.
You felt attacked in that meme?
Yeah.
Well, that's got a whole lot of it's a whole layer of its own thing there. But I understand when you're one of those people who is passionate about using young players.
When you find a 17 years old wonder kid that's going to change your team, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't want to find the next Lionel Messi, right? Everybody wants that.
In my Birmingham save, I found a striker. It's Spaniard striker who destroys everything.
Oh, nice.
he has like 200 goals in 180 games.
Oh, that's destroying everything. All right. I mean, that's like at cataclysm levels of destruction. That's awesome. That must be fun to watch.
Oh, it's really fun to
So
watch.
he's like Erling Haaland. He's a bit of a cheat code in this game.
Yeah, and I got him for like 30 million.
Oh, even better. So you got him at a bargain rate, and he's now the best player in the world, basically.
Yeah, it's a really great feeling.
I like when one of those players comes through my academy. I didn't
Uh-huh.
have to buy them; they came through my academy. That's my guy.
Yeah, yeah. What one of the first players that came through my academy, my Birmingham state, was a goalkeeper, and he's still my goalkeeper 14 years into that save.
Wow, that's some longevity.
Yeah,
Then I
with
like I
like
like when players retire and become your staff members. They become your coaches and assistant managers, and I love that. That's my favorite.
yeah, your old captain
Yeah,
who you give us a role and staff role.
yeah. Now he's the head of youth development,
Uh-huh.
something like that. Hopefully, they get good attributes in those. But yeah, I love doing that. That's one of my favorite things to have happen. Does anybody else out there ever play that long into the future? Like, I think the average, and this is the funny thing, is that we've done statistics and algorithms. The average football manager save is about 2.5 seasons.
Whoops.
No, not even if they have bad attributes. That's why I said hopefully they have good attributes. Because I won't hire my old captain as a director of football if he sucks at it. I might give him like a under 18s coaching role if he doesn't
Yeah.
have great attributes, just for the sake of having him still be at the team. Yeah, no, he's not going to get a one of my primo positions that I'm relying on, the future of my team if he sucks at
So
it.
so the average is 2.5 years,
2.5 seasons is the average football manager save length. Yes, isn't that
and
incredible how low that is?
and I'm I'm 30 years into my save.
I know not many people play games that long. Like, does anybody else that's watching this? Do any of you have a game that's more than 5, 10 seasons ever, or
Say
currently?
yes. Say
Currently,
yes.
what?
Say
It's
yes.
you'd
Say
be
yes.
surprised how rare it is. A lot of people play 1 or 2 seasons and then start again, which is fine if that's how you like to play. Do it. The majority of players stop playing when all of the real players are gone.
Why?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
best part.
I know, and I feel the same way. Some of us who like that. I like when all the real players are gone. I like the fake players. Mountain Island
Yeah,
Gaming, yes. What are you saying yes to? You stop playing when all the real players are gone? Hey, we're winning over here too, by the way. There's also a football match happening while we're talking about football. Sure, I love that. But we're doing really well in this game.
I like when Leo Messi is an assistant manager in some team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody likes it for different ways, different reasons, and I don't think there's a wrong way to play the game. No, you keep going. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I like the fake players. I like developing. I like not knowing who's out in the world. Like as much as we try to avoid it, every one of us knows that Erling Haaland is a cheat code in this game. I won't buy him. I mean, I can't. Look who I'm playing as. I'm Red Star. I couldn't buy him if I wanted to. But even if I get to the top in the next 3 or 4 years, I won't buy him simply because I already know who he is. I'm going to try to go after the new gens that I have no idea who they are because that's more fun to me. To me, and that's my way of playing. There's no wrong way to play this game. You got to set your own personal goals. The thing that I think I see the most in our forums is people say, "I'm bored. What team should I be?" It's like, well, the team you pick is less important than the goals you set for yourself. Because
Playing 2 seasons is kind of boring.
it,
Why would people do that?
I don't know. They get bored real quickly. But the thing is that they're looking for a team that's going to spark their interest. It's like, well, it has a little less to do with the team, or even the league. Often has more to do with your personal goals. Because
And
let's
if you
face it,
start,
every team is kind of the same. The whole objective
Mhm.
is to bring in better players up in the leagues. Like, what is the actual objective of this game? So to me, it's set a goal. Here's my favorite. Each and every year, I do this every year. I have to take over the top of the Hall of Fame from Sir Alex Ferguson. I have to do that every single season I play. That's my first save every year.
Mhm.
Once I've done that, I think I can either play on, sometimes I do, or start a new one. My second save that I like to do each year is I'd like to get the National Hero Achievement. That's one of my favorites. Where I do that depends, but that's the one where you go from the bottom league to the top league in any given country. I more often than not do it in England, if only because it offers a reasonable challenge as well as enough tiers. National Hero. So when you take a team in the lowest playable division of a country and take them to the top division. You've just conceded because I'm not paying attention. Time wasting. You made me get scored on. I'm just kidding. It's my fault. Praise. There we go. But yeah, and it's one of the achievements in the game. I mean, I don't mind doing some of the achievement hunting. Unfortunately, some of them are broken, so you can't get. I hate that. I did 100% the achievements on a couple of these games, but that's just one of the playthroughs I like to do. Is the National Hero. When I get to the top division, do I keep playing? Sometimes I'll start again. Sometimes I'll just go to a different team on the same save. I don't know. You decide again. You got to reset your goal at that point.
Mm-hmm.
A game can be as long or as short as you want it to be in Football Manager, right? It's over when you decide that it's over.
I think the most fun way to play is not to start with the world beater. Like if you start with PSG in the first season, you have the greatest team ever.
Sure, and that's fine. I mean, I always play my first season as Liverpool. Always when I'm doing testing, especially during the summer, because we have to reset constantly. Every time they put out a new beta patch for us, they're not save compatible when we're testing, unfortunately. So I always play as Liverpool, definitely because I'm not going to be playing a longevity save. And I like to test new things in the game with the top team because let's face it, the majority of people play as top teams. They do. I am a Liverpool fan, yes.
But if you were to play with a top team, you wouldn't play Liverpool.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't really want to do a challenging game. Like, I don't want to try to be Everton and win because they never will. So, yes, I'm a Liverpool fan. My friend Guillaume here is an Everton fan. So, I'm playing this game with an Everton fan, but we're still friends. It's okay.
I also play with Everton in the beta, and I make Ben Godfrey the best defender in the world,
Yeah.
as he already is.
Right? Oh, I didn't know that he turned into Van Dijk. When did that happen?
When Van Dijk couldn't walk.
All right. Getting a little bit nasty over here. There's a nice 1-0 win you just had there, by the way. I didn't mean to overlook that. It's a solid win, right?
Yeah, it was a solid win.
Yeah, I like doing those too. I play as Accrington a lot because it's one of the teams that I research for on this game, and I like playing as them because they're a bit of a challenge. They've always got the small budget, and they're always trying to work their way up. Pickford better hope I don't run into him at any point. Yeah, I think a lot of Liverpool fans feel that way.
but he's making England winning the Euros.
I don't think and I don't think there's a single Liverpool fan who's focusing on that right now. Pickford's not a well-liked man.
But it was an accident. Nobody likes seeing players injured.
It was a bad play. It was an accident. I admit that it was an accident. He didn't do it on purpose, but yeah, it was a bad play.
Yeah.
It definitely should have been a penalty, or I mean, like a foul. Sorry, it should have been a foul. He shouldn't have been.
Nobody likes seeing player injured, even if it's a rival. It's not fun seeing a player injured. I'm only making jokes because he's getting better. He'll play again, which is nice.
Call him. Oh, they recalled that player, didn't they? So that one random midfielder I wasn't using apparently got called.
I just hope that Liverpool don't get Ramos because I'll be pissed.
But you understand, Pixelated Suits, that apparently Football Manager rules applied to that particular. There were no red cards for the keepers. Gotta be what happened. I honestly, if you've watched that a couple of times, there's certainly no other explanation, is there? Really think we can improve these positions.
We learned that we could do anything after it's offside.
Liverpool will not sign Ramos. No, they will not.
I hope so.
If they did, then there would be hell to pay, I believe.
They already have enough players easy to get on their team.
Jota has been playing well. Yeah, it's a nice, pleasant surprise out of him. He is basically doing what they hoped Minamino would do, isn't he? They were hoping for a creative player like that, but it's unfortunate. Minamino, he is a lot of fun to watch when he plays against Liverpool.
Yep. Yep.
Minamino had some really nice goals against us prior to being bought, and that's why he got bought. It was kind of frustrating, but yeah, no, he's a really fun player to watch when he's playing well.
He is.
Yeah, no, Joda's actually really turned it on, hasn't he? He's doing even better than he was doing, and he's doing really well there too. So
Yeah. He was annoying on the Wolves. He's more annoying now.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he had that unfortunate injury. He might have continued on some tremendous form. Wow, did he ever have a heck of a good Joda? Shame what happened to Renato Sanchez. What happened to Renato Sanchez? I feel like I should know, but tell me
He
more.
was forgotten.
He was forgotten. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's
Uh,
kind of like Santa Claus. If you stop believing in him, he doesn't exist anymore.
yeah, but
Oh,
he's having a great Euro, so he's coming back.
oh,
But
okay.
he went on loan at Swansea, and he was
Yes,
shit.
yes,
So
I know
people
that.
forgot about him.
Oh, is that what happened to him? He went to loan on Swansea because I knew about that. I just didn't know that that was like a that's what happened to him. What happened to
He,
you? I went to Swansea.
he just won the French league with Lille,
Yep.
and he's coming back.
Good.
And he won the French league with Joe David, who's a good Canadian player.
Oh, okay. Good.
We all like that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, I mean, I don't follow it too closely, but when Canadian players succeed and I hear about it, I think, yay! That's our guys doing something in
Seeing
the
how
world.
seeing Alfonso Davies playing for Bayern, I almost became a Bayern fan.
Holy crap! The French Cup starting. Yes, I am a Canadian. My friend Guillaume that's playing here with me is also a Canadian. As you can tell, he's a
Yes,
French Canadian.
I'm a Canadian, and it's getting late, and I'm losing my English.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not necessary. You can start swearing in French. We understand.
Oh no, I'm
But
winning now.
you are. You're starting to come upwards. You know, you got that training in place. Yes, you got it in there.
Yes.
Awesome. Look at how much it works. Thank you. Now, you are proving to my followers here how much my training works. Do it. It will win you games. I don't want to hear about what tactic you're using. I want to hear about what training you're using because that's what matters more. Tactics are great though. Let's talk tactics. Honestly, I don't mean to say anything against tactics. I do love watching people put tactics together and explain to me what they're trying to accomplish in it. I love it. My name is Six. Well, because simply I couldn't have the username Six, but my nickname throughout most of my life was Six. Because when I played sports, I wore the number six. And the reason for that being my younger brother was born on October the 6th. So I wore number six for him. And he wore number 22 because my birthday is on the September 22nd. So when my brother and I played a lot of sports together, we wore each other's birthdays as our numbers. But I got to the point where I could not wear anything but the number six because I became a little superstitious, and I'm not anymore. Then I played. Your birthday September 23rd, but after mine. It's a great week for a birthday. Anyway, I played one game of baseball for Team Alberta in the Nationals, and they gave me a different number, and I tore my shoulder. So I believed it was because I wore a different number. After that, I would never participate in a sport unless I wore the number six, and it just became kind of a meme amongst my friends, and everybody just called me Six. So that's it. That's the story. Something simple like that. And I couldn't find a name that had six as an availability on Twitch, so I just had to type that whole darn thing up. On Steam, Discord, the name is just Six. Yeah, so there it is. And I played goalie in hockey for a lot of years. And yes, I still wore the number six. And I know that's strange.
You told me you went pro. That's very impressive.
Yep, for a brief amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to go and play with bigger players was quite an adventure. Let's just put it that way.
I just found myself a 6'4" center back.
Is he good though? Like other than being 6'4", has he got good attributes?
I don't care. He's 6'4".
Does he have good jumping and heading? Come on.
He has good marking.
No. 6'4" means nothing if he doesn't have good jumping and heading.
And he can run.
But what's his
Oh.
jumping?
It's not very good.
Yeah, then it doesn't matter if he's 6'4".
15 jumping reach.
15 jumping? That's not that bad.
But 9 heading. That's a little strange.
That's not terrible. For the division we're in, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the tall center back too, but they have to actually have decent. 15 jumping reach is probably going to be one of the top in our division.
And he only has 9 bravery.
That might be a detriment. So he's still going to lose headers.
Coward.
So he might still lose his headers based on that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Sign him up, see what happens. You just never know.
I don't care. He's 6'4".
Right, exactly. He's 6'4". Throw him in there. What's the worst that could happen? It's last words, that. You'll see here, this is my my DNA for my squad. And these 5 attributes right here, these 5 mental attributes are, to me, the holy Bible of what this players perform. If anything here is too low, like this player right here, he played 1 game for me. I don't think he's going to play too many games because he's got less than 10 in all of them. I literally signed him as a desperation cover. He's also only 22, so I'm hoping that my team can mentor him. Bring an approach to that than just clicking the assign to AI, because the AI is terrible at assigning. More things that you should not leave to the AI. If you ever want to know about how to do mentoring properly, explain it. Definitely should do it again at some point. I explained it all in the last series, but it wasn't as fun.
I've poached one of your striker.
One of my strikers?
Yes.
Which one of my strikers?
Yeah, 6'6" striker. In your reserve team.
What? Why are you poaching my strikers?
Because he's 6'6". With 18 jumping reach.
It's not good. I don't have a in my under 19s.
No, but it was Yann Kouadio.
Oh, you already got him?
Yes.
Oh, he's already left. I didn't get notification of this.
You can see for yourself.
Did I notified that you signed my? I don't see this anywhere. Oh, here it is. Oh, look at that. Oh. He had no contract?
He had no contract.
Not very good. That's why. All right. I guess he's just gonna stick him in the middle of the pitch, or in the middle of the box beside the goalkeeper, and hope for the best. That's about all he's gonna do.
He can run, but he has 6 stamina.
Uh-huh.
So he will run like 10 minutes.
Yep. Yeah. I don't feel like I've lost anything substantial.
I feel like I've just bought Lukaku.
You poached Lukaku from me. Why? I liked him, actually.
I liked him, but his first touch was often rough to watch.
Yeah, but I thought he was kind of a fun player.
Yeah, he was a fun player.
I don't want to admit that because he played for rival teams, of course, but he was pretty fun to watch.
I shouted in front of my TV a couple of times.
I actually bought him for Liverpool, I think, in Football Manager 2016.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's a good player. But
yeah, exactly.
He's fun to watch, but sometimes he's very frustrating to watch.
Hard to disagree with.
May I sign Fellaini? Is he in the game? Oh, he's in the game. He's worth 80 million. Fellaini.
There. That's nice. I like it. I need more coaches. I just realized that I have some issues with my training being too heavy in some spots.
May I become a pro team? Let me be a pro team.
Oh, I missed a couple of messages. I don't know why they didn't come up. Do I give my favorite player the number 6? Yes, actually, I do. I try to give my favorite player on all my teams the number 6. It is kind of personal to me in that way. What attributes are these? Determination, work rate, teamwork, composure, and concentration. If I find players that have good attributes in those 5 things, they almost always are the best players. I mean, there's a lot of different attributes you want to consider every position, right? It's not just these ones that are lit up here. Anyway, it depends on what role they're playing as well, right? I can find a great striker, but he may not perform as a deep lying forward, for example. I've had people say, "Well, I just bought, the great striker, and he's not scoring." Well, buying a great striker isn't what's going to make him score. Using him correctly is going to make him score. Putting him in a position to be successful is going to make him score. Not everybody out there has Kane. Harry Kane can just create goals from nowhere, basically all by himself. Think about what Harry Kane is going to do next year if he goes to Man City and has De Bruyne feeding him. He's probably going to break some records. Let's face it. So you can't just buy a great striker and expect your team to score. You have a great striker. You have to put him in a good position, put him in a good role, surround him with other roles. You hate Kane, that's fine. I'm not a huge fan either, but he does terrific, tremendous things. If you've ever watched him play, he's very, very good. You don't have to like him. I don't like him a lot either. He's just really, really good. That's all. Yeah, it kind of sucks that he's so good, right? He's, hot. I don't want to. I don't want to be too critical here, though. The guy's a really good player. But it's just an example. Buying a great striker. I mean, a lot of people they'd be like, "Well, I bought Erling Haaland." I'm like, "Okay, so I already know how this sentence ends." And now he's scoring 40 goals a year. England is probably the international team I dislike the most. Really, which one do you like the most? Canada. Well, no, come on. You're from Colombia, so you cheer for Colombia, obviously. Then,
so you like Everton because we've got Yerry Mina.
He's probably more sad for Yerry Mina being trapped there. And James, that's right, and James. You have James.
Yeah, but I don't know if James Rodriguez will be here next season, so I'm just saying Yerry Mina.
Okay, fair enough. This stands to reason.
Yeah, he's pretty good for Everton. He's a tall center back.
He knows pretty good for Everton. Yes, he is. I mean, if you can have a good fit.
And he dances.
Yeah. A player that really wants to play for a mediocre team and never really aspire to much, Everton's a good fit. And the crowd goes silent. What do you say?
What can I say? We haven't won a trophy in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I'm 24, and we haven't won something since 95. So I wasn't born. Yeah. I'll keep hoping because we're the People's Club.
You can hope in one hand and crap in the other. See which one gets fed first.
If we sign Rafa, it's gonna be
I don't know. That's the thing is I think Rafa Benitez would do a great job at Everton. I do. He's a really good manager. I hope they give him a chance. Like I'd on one hand, it's kind of weird to think about Rafa going to Everton, but he's done his due diligence for us. He's given us everything he could and then some. He lives in Liverpool still. He's loyal to the core, but he needs to go and work. If he went to work for Everton, I would forgive him. I would say, you know what, that's great, that's okay as long as he gets them demoted, I'll love him.
I kind of vibe with the banner.
Who's going to Tottenham though? Well, here's the rumor that I've heard about Tottenham. If you want to know, anybody who's played Football Manager at least once in their lives is now their number one target.
Aren't they going after Nunes Santos?
They're going after everyone. Like, have you looked at the list of people they're going after? Yeah, no. It's anybody who's played Football Manager once in their life is now considered a top candidate for Tottenham.
I'd like to see Gattuso at Everton. It would be funny.
Yeah, no, I don't know if that's right. See, exactly. You've got the right idea. Tottenham called you today, but you only coach winners. That's right. That's right.
I could coach them. I don't.
I would. Don't get me wrong. I would coach them. I'd take the job. Jesus, how much do they pay their managers? I get paid that much to stand there and pretend I know what I'm doing, just like all the rest of their managers do. I mean, it's not that much to it, is there?
I'd take a job in almost.
If they keep Harry Kane, it's a really simple management job. It's like, get him the ball.
Get the ball to Harry Kane and Son.
Yeah, basically, right? Yeah. Kane, Son, get the ball. Watch them do their thing. That's all there is to it. This doesn't have to be complicated. Why are you losing? I'm going to come cheer for you. Jump into your game and root for you. It seems to work sometimes. All right, let's go. Oh, you're actually playing decently too. You shot them. Target anyhow. Your possession's not bad. Passing's equal. Corners are good. Fouls. Ooh, fouls. Ouch with the fouls. I think that may be there. How many yellow cards do you have? Not many. So it's not about getting hard fouls. They're just soft fouls. Well, I'm not the right person to ask. I don't pay for it. Right? So I don't know. Not every version has been good. I can say that. I mean, I'm not overly biased. I'm not a fanboy by any stretch of the imagination. I've given Miles his due diligence when I've gotten to talk to him about not putting in features that people want to see. But Miles is a jerk. And he knows he's a jerk. The thing is, that's the thing, is I can tell you Miles is an asshole, and Miles could be watching my stream right now, and he'd just nod because he's smug like that.
The 6'6" striker.
I mean, my game just got tied up because I'm not paying attention.
6'6" striker.
That's great. I'm really happy to see your team scoring now. That's why we came over here. We're always to watch you score. So, is the game worth buying every year? My answer would probably be no. Only because some years he puts fluff in for features, right? And like I said, I curate on Steam. Add me on Steam. Read some of my reviews for each Football Manager, and you'll get an idea of whether or not I think you should buy it every year. Some of them are the top reviews as voted by the people. Because I mean, I think a couple of the years I wrote really long, but kind of comical reviews about how I saw them. Because there's one fact about Football Manager that we all need to know, and that it's Miles's game. I once compiled a list for him with the help of some others of the top 10 most requested features that people want to see in Football Manager. And he implemented 2 of them in the history of the game from when we made that list to now. Because there's some things he just hard no. He will not do. It's never going to happen. And that's just the way it is. He doesn't care what we want. He cares what he wants. Can't argue with that. So when he puts things in, like who really needed the medical center? Did anybody really need the medical center? This right here? How many times do you use this screen? And all this is just a screen overlay of a bunch of information we already had. That was one of the top features a couple of years ago. Really? That's what you're trying to sell me on is a medical screen? Tell me the biggest implementation of this game over the past 5 years. Can you? How many years have we asked in a row for them to improve the transfer system? Doesn't happen. It's touched. All they've done is increase the amount that players sell for to keep up with life. But they don't fix the transfer system, do they? But we keep buying it. I mean, I shouldn't say we. I get it for free. People keep buying it.
And it's more worth it than FIFA.
Yeah. I mean, as a franchise, it's one of the top-selling PC games in the world, Football Manager. So sales have only gone up. I don't see it going down anytime soon.
Quarantine was the best moment to play Football Manager.
Sure, it was. Absolutely. Ever since it joined Steam, it has just skyrocketed in sales. Well then, it's the transfer deadline. I need any of those right now. Have reason for that. He's off. What is this? Okay. See.
It's a live look at me not taking part in the transfer day.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh. That's great. Right on.
Oh, a 5'9" defender. Goodbye.
I need some guys. Contracts. What's that? All right. Got my best player signed long term here. I just realized how many of my players' contracts end at the end of the season, and I should really sign some of these guys up. The reason I was holding off though is because I wasn't sure who's going to be good enough to go up a division, and some of them are also like Jimmy Roy. He's real good. He's having a great season, but he's 32. Probably shouldn't plan on keeping him after this season, or should I? Should
make him an under 18 coach.
Let's find out. Oh, he wants a 3-year contract. He's 30. That's just not going to happen. Let's get it. Some more. What's that, man? Oh, don't ask for that much more money. Are you out of your gourd? Say no to this. Yeah, no, he's refused to sign the contract I offered. And now somebody's trying to sign him from me. Here, would you like to sell him since he didn't resign? No. I don't want your pittance in exchange for a player that's still performing well. I'd rather lose him for nothing than get a small amount of money.
Why am I selling that guy?
I don't have next season. This guy's 34. A lot of my better players are old. It's going to be a problem forward. Just know it.
Right. My starting right back wants to play more regularly. What?
Regularly than what? Often?
10 always playing.
34 and 32 are the ages of my midfield. How much I would like to keep chugging along and playing. Just can't see them contributors after this season. I'm going to want. So let's get him signed up again. Show star player. Assist. Okay. Fine. Track. Oh, all of that's reasonable. I'm just going to give it to him exactly the way he's asking for it. I mean, I'm bloating my wage budget further. Should I worry? My already overextended wage budget should only. What are the teams? Paris FC. Let's use them as a stick. Okay, yeah, we're some way up this quality. Yeah, we're gonna have to improve a lot when we go up. Any tips on what? Oh, you struggle with contracts? Yeah, totally have tips for contracts. Absolutely. Um, give them the lowest playing time they will accept.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. But often they won't budge, and that's okay. If you know a guy's in your starting 11, it's fine to make an important player. But regular starters often. Let's try it with this guy as an example. Took it, didn't he? Now I'm going to go into here and look at. These are the hard ones. These are the ones where you really struggle because nothing's filled in. I like it when a manager has already filled some of these in because then you can work with what they've given you. And you can go up here and ask your assistant to give you one, but your assistant's always going to lowball. So there's no way they're accepting this contract off the bat. Plus, there's things on here. I never give certain things like yearly wage rises. Never. There's never going to be a yearly wage rise. It's just not happening, man.
Mm-hmm. Your assistant is the worst lowballer in the game.
Yeah, and he will piss your players off.
He will.
Yeah. So if you really want to start boosting some of these contracts and get them to accept less money, utilize the goal and assist bonuses and the combined bonuses. Utilize these. Okay. So if I wanted this guy as he is right now, this is the contract that's on the table from my assistant, which he will refuse if I hit suggest. But I'm gonna want him to take less money. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna pop in 20 goals. If you score 20 goals, I'm gonna give you $6,500. They all want their wages increased yearly. Take it out and block it if you can. Like you go here, move and exclude. Try to put an optional extension into every contract. It's a whole free. Can get them in there, get them in there.
But often players want nothing of it.
Often. If you can get them in there, get them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a bit of an exploit that I probably shouldn't tell you. But when you're signing your youth academy players, if you give them more money than they're asking for, you can almost always put a 3-year extension into their contract. The optional extension, you can put 3 years extra there. Money. I'm saving a lot of money doing that. Okay, so there. I've just put in a bunch of bonuses for this player. He's 34. I really don't want to sign him, but this is an example for you. Let's see what he accepts. Let's see if he goes for it. Oh, look at that. He accepted the contract for my assistant because I put a bunch of bonuses in there. I walk away before I finalize that deal because he's 34. I probably just pissed off one of my better players to show you how to do that. That's okay. We can move along now. Yeah, but utilizing the goal and assist bonuses will help you get negotiation leverage.
Mm-hmm.
Just got promoted to the A-League in Colombia. All right. Finding good young players and offering them bonus heavy contracts like that is a good way to sign long. Make it bonus dependent. Offer them lots of money to score 25 goals. Guess what? If they score 25 goals, you're probably going to be happy to pay it. Let's face it.
Mm-hmm.
But they will accept lower wages to do that. You spent good money on an under 19 Columbia player? Good. Did you sign them long term? Some optional extensions in there? Let them have a yearly pay raise? Stuff like that. That's what you wanted. That doesn't sound like you're struggling too hard on it.
He
Still,
wants to
still
reach
scouting
money.
players over there? You finding some interesting things?
Yes, I'm trying to buy people. I don't like saying it like this, but
Funny.
I'm trying to sign some players from little nations in Oceania or North America.
They do, don't they? I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know which French. I didn't know which French team to be. So I'm fortunate enough that I'm dating a girl from France. So I asked her. I said, "Hey, which French team do you think I should play as?" She told me which team was closest to her hometown. So are they? Didn't know that. That's right on.
Uh,
Pay me
oh,
$0 for a player. I don't think that's going
why?
to happen. Why? Because I
It
don't
was,
give players away.
it was a good offer.
Was that from you? Study football and policies. Always remove the yearly increase. I don't salary increases and yeah, that's right. I don't mind no substitute fees if it's a starting 11 player. I don't care about that. You know, if it's a starter, it makes no difference if you give them a substitution, the appearance fees and whatnot, or the substitution fees, because they're not going to be substitutes often enough. If I'm sitting out one of my starting 11 players, he's not even making the bench if I'm resting him. Difference does it make? Depends on.
How much would you accept for your defender? 4K?
Which defender was that?
And the one I offer you 0 for.
Second.
He's transfer listed.
Well, I don't think I transfer listed him. Probably came that. I mean, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it. For listed, I did not that good. Just wait and sign him for free at the end of the year.
I know. So, but you can get 4K.
It's like I'm not gonna sit here and struggle over $4,000. It's just not worth it to me to worry about. Like, ooh, $4,000! Yay! You see, how much over my wage budget am I? Right around 4,000 a week. So what's 4,000 a week times the rest of the weeks left in this season? That's about how much I want. It's the only thing that's going to make a difference. $4,000 is going to make up the wage difference for a single week on my team now.
That could help.
Oh, well, I guess minus his salary, if I'm going to factor that in.
Mm-hmm. 400 pounds.
400. Oh, so I'm basically bringing down the wage budget by 400.
Mm-hmm. That's worth it.
230 actually, because I'm used. Let's see, aren't I?
I don't know. I'm playing in Canadian dollars.
Oh, right. I forgot you did that silly thing.
As one does.
They've linked me with a move for this guy. Want him? He's up for low.
And I just signed another goalkeeper because I need one.
I actually want. You signed a better goalkeeper?
Yeah, and I signed him for $1,000, and he's worth 60K.
Well, that he's good. He's come in now though. You have him.
Yes. And I have a new fullback.
You signed. What's the name of the keeper that you signed?
White.
White.
Jadine White.
20%. Okay. I can actually afford this guy.
You can see it on Twitch.
I can see it on Twitch. What?
His name.
That okay. Attacking midfield. Sure. Starter, I guess. What? You want me to pay more just because I won't guarantee I play him in the you want? Don't be like this, guys. Come on. That's the stupidest thing ever. Euro predictions? No. I won't even try. France. That's the thing. That's my prediction. France will win. That's a pretty safe prediction some years. England? No, I don't think so. They think they're going to win every year, but they are not nearly good enough.
It's so boring.
Have you watched them play? Like they could play an entire Football Manager match on key highlights, and the whole thing would go by without a single one.
I hate it. Gareth Southgate is bad.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I offer way too much money for that guy. Whoops.
Apparently bringing in another right winger, even though I don't need
that guy is getting paid way too much.
I need this guy gone. What am I doing? Why am I bringing? Because I can.
Because I can.
Because I can. Let's see if I can get this guy sold. Want to buy a right winger? Me versus Southgate? I'd beat him. Are you kidding me? I mean, oh, it really depends on which team you give me. Which team do I get to manage against him? Belgium? Give me Belgium. I'll beat him. Actually, yeah, why not?
Lukaku.
Belgium's got a pretty good team. I'm just trying to think of a team that isn't outlandishly good or terrible that would realistically beat England on a given day if they were managed properly. So I picked Belgium.
But Germany will lose.
Denmark could beat England. They could. They have very high work rate on that team, don't they?
Hungary could beat England.
Yeah, I think you're stretching a little bit now.
No, they were pretty unfortunate to be in the worst group, but they were good.
Thanks, guys. I don't know if I'll ever get a real management job. I kind of doubt it. We all dream of the day that our Football Manager resumes translate into a real job. I mean, it's happened to a couple of people out there. There's a few stories of it happening. Spain of England. That's true. They've had some very good games against them, haven't they? Oh, I need some budget money for that.
Should have told me the player.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. I still need more. Should I delay? North Macedonia is my favorite team. Apparently, North Macedonia is my favorite team. That I know. This is news to me. No, I have to ask though, why are they my favorite team? Is there a reason?
Because of Pandev. Goran Pandev.
Because of what now?
Because of Goran Pandev. It's a player that has been in the game for as long as you've played it.
They have fun jerseys. That's why they're my favorite team. Okay. That's as good a reason as I need. I got to look that one up now. Here I go. North Macedonia. I'm supposing it's a football club here. Let's see. Oh, those are some jerseys. Yeah, okay. They are very nice. The very radiant crest, right? That's that is a nice jersey. What's wrong now? Nothing wrong with that. I like it. That's the reason they're my favorite. Okay. I mean, maybe I'll just have to play as them one of these games, right? One of these playthroughs will play as North Macedonia just because they have fun jerseys. And when people ask me why I chose them, that's going to be the reason. Let's go. That's right. When we're done attempting to conquer France, perhaps we'll move, to other higher challenges.
But they have a good player from Napoli who's good.
They do, eh?
Alfred Elmas, I think.
So what league? Hold on, what league? Bulgaria?
North Macedonia.
Greece. They're Greece. It's in Greece. So they play in the Greek, I would think. Educate me here, people. Have I done any South American stuff? I have not. If you mean streaming wise, I literally only just started streaming 2 months ago because I didn't know what the hell Twitch was until about a year ago, and then some friends talked me into coming on, sharing my knowledge of this game with people. Up till now, I'd only helped people that I knew with it. So, but I mean, as far as have I played there like on my own? Yeah, a couple of times. Nothing major. Just if only to try out all the different places in the world. You know, when you're doing testing, they expect you to test a lot of things. So sometimes they'll say, okay, like we have this new league or this league needs testing. Just get in there and play a few rounds. So yeah, I did a can't remember which team in Brazil. Did a team in Brazil though. It was pretty good. Champions League. I mean, my roots are firmly European. Most of my family is Welsh and Scottish. I myself am Canadian. My roots are Scottish and Welsh, so I definitely am more Eurocentric. My knowledge runs deeper there, which is not to say that I wouldn't be open to learning about all the other leagues in the world, because I'm sure that there's many fascinating things to learn about all the other leagues. I don't even really watch Canadian soccer. I know, gives me a hard time about this, but that's because it's not a very high quality.
No, it's getting there.
It's getting there. Well, wake me up when they show up.
Like, we could play Vanarama's North and win one game or two in the season. It's something. I wish my team was a pro team.
I'm surprised you didn't choose a pro team.
Yeah. Hindsight is 2020.
Canada isn't that bad. No, I know they're not terrible. That's not what I'm saying. They're just not the standard of football I like to watch. I like to watch the Premier League. I do. I like Roma. I watch Italian sometimes. I like Spanish football. I like German football. I like the big leagues. I do.
The MLS is kind of cool.
The MLS is kind of stupid. I'm sorry. The rules are so mind-numbingly dumb.
No. They play with Monopoly money.
It's awful. I'm sorry. I can't. I just can't even. I did a save on MLS, and my friend Jacob helped me with it because he's like an expert at MLS. And I still just could not wrap my head around why anybody would want to play in such a convoluted rule system.
I did an MLS save and I won everything, so I stopped because it was too easy.
You know, you make a really good point here, though, is that Bus Driver Jew, you make a really good point. The style of play can be great in lower leagues. And just because these players, some of them, they're giving it their all, aren't they? Like there is no slacking off for some of those leagues because it's the only professional level they're ever going to see. So if they don't do well enough, they're gone. So you're right. Those players will play their asses off, and so sometimes you can get some really great quality to watch in those lower levels because of that.
The American lower level is kind of cool because they're very eccentric.
Yeah. So when it comes to like doing research for Football Manager and rating players and stuff like that, I get to see a lot of games from a lot of different levels at times, when I'm helping other people with their teams. And some of the games are really entertaining just because these players give it everything they've got. I mean, let's face it, I'm not watching everything in the Premier League. Like I said, one of the teams I play almost exclusively in Football Manager a lot is Accrington Stanley. because I research for them, and I have a personal investment in them, and it's so cool to see a team that small excel the way that they have with like a shoestring budget every year. I like those kind of underdog stories like that. But I think the most popular save in Football Manager is probably the Fallen Giants, though, isn't it? Team that used to be great and isn't anymore. People love bringing it back. That's why there's a Sunderland save going on from from one of our viewers here now, because bringing Sunderland back to what lofty heights they were aspiring to at one point. That's got to be entertaining.
And Wrexham is now a popular save.
Right. Wrexham has been the most popular save over the past 3 months since Ryan Reynolds bought them. Sweden, yes. Amateurish and they play on Sunday mornings, and it's just ordinary citizens that kick the shit out of each other. You sound like you might be a rugby fan. There's the gentleman's sport, right? It's kind of a cult thing. Sure. And I mean, if people are out there having a good time, then I'm all for it.
Rugby's so weird.
Friend is bringing back Rotor Volgograd. That sounds familiar, but it doesn't ring a bell. Oh, we're playing a cup game now. Is this a cup game? No, it's not.
No.
Oh, that's next week. Okay. So in a week, it's a Russian team. Everyone distracts me. You guys are doing a really good job of distracting me. I gotta say, I love it though. I don't get it's. You guys can distract the hell out of me. I'm still gonna win this division. But yeah, this is fun. Okay, no, I'm just gonna roll with the team I have here, unchanged, except for I have to substitute the center back.
Let's win another match.
Yeah, you keep winning over there. You climb. You're gonna finish second. You saw Kenshi. Okay. Wait, I didn't stream Kenshi. I plan on streaming Kenshi in the not too distant future. When did I stream Kenshi? I don't. Oh, on Steam. Yes. It's a game that I'm going to stream in the not too distant future, I hope. I gotta be honest, I've been distracted by multiplayer games. When I first started streaming, I thought, okay, I'm going to show people some Football Manager and play some of my other games that I like, and people can come and they can chat with me. The thing is ever since I started streaming, I've had this avalanche of people who want to come and play games with me. So I've been playing almost exclusively multiplayer games over the past while, and my single player games have sort of fallen by the wayside for the time being. Hey, there's a goal. They lost to Paraguay. Paraguay is doing decently. That's believable. Sounds legit. Two nothing. Why would you lie? I don't think you would. It's just Paraguay sounds like a team that could very well off some upsets. Yeah.
Does someone know
it tracks?
The players for Paraguay.
Who were the players for Paraguay?
Can you name one?
No, I can't. I just know that that's a team that from time to time just shows up and does well. But off the top of my head, no. Alamron is the big name? Okay. Well, there you go. I just named a player. Look at that. I did it.
Almiron is yeah. He's a good player. He played in MLS.
RimWorld can always get you to grow if you handle the highest difficulty. I don't play games for the difficulty. I play games for fun. I can play RimWorld at the highest difficulty. I've done it. I've done the Ice Challenge and everything like that. But I don't play games to stress myself out. I play games to relax and have a good time. So RimWorld I play for the story. What I did on my RimWorld playthroughs is I named the players or the pawns after subscribers. So people kept coming in and getting really invested in the game because they were in it. That one was a really good sign. Right, 3-0 at the half. What are you complacent? You stop being complacent, you But yeah, RimWorld was a game that we did that as a great entertainment. I have a lot of mods on that one. I enjoy modding the hell out of that game. That's my favorite thing about RimWorld is how much you can mod it. Modding communities are awesome. Some of those people are so smart. I've never been able to. Yeah, RimWorld's a lot of fun. So much fun. All of my playthroughs for RimWorld are all on YouTube. It's linked there. So if you ever want to go check out some of the stuff I did on there, some of it's a blast. There's some particularly dark episodes of that one, as you could often expect from. I mean, again, we're talking about Football Manager here, and I keep getting. That's fine. I had one particular RimWorld playthrough where a good friend of mine, Dan, he gave me some ideas because I kept having this problem where I would capture people, but they wouldn't be good enough to recruit, right? And you think, okay, well, I could harvest their organs and then they die, and ha ha ha, I can sell their organs. However, I couldn't just let them go because they'd come back in a future raid, and I didn't want to harvest their organs because it was upsetting my people. So we came to a compromise. Uh, we gave them peg legs, and then we gave them fake arms, removed their arms. We removed their eyes, we removed their ears, and then we just let them go. So they had no arms, no legs, no eyes, no ears. They'd wander off on their peg legs and go home. But they came back in future raids. They weren't that hard to defeat. So that was a dark episode, that one. So that's just now how we deal with prisoners that we don't want to keep nor actually let go. So we take their arms and legs and eyes and ears and send them home. And the funny thing is you still get the bonus for releasing them from their tribe. They still like you better for having let them go, even though you're sending them home completely useless. Isn't that fantastic? That game is evil. I'm telling you what, I'm going to hell just for having played it, and we all know this. Man, this is a good time over here. We are now winning 5-0, and the game is almost over. This is how one training result in your. Look at these numbers: 68% possession, 92% passing completion. It's a beautiful thing. Wonderful game. Stretched arms, a good. Fighting complacency is going to be our next step. I bet you over the next 3 or 4 games, I'm going to show you how to do that. So 70th minute over here, Guillaume's up a goal. Let's go root for him. You're having a solid game too. You should have more than one goal. Yeah, anytime.
The story of my save.
I appreciate you coming here and talking to me. You make me feel like I'm legitimately streaming. I mean, I am, but you make it feel real. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you more than anything. I'm happy to help. Wow, look at this 9 on target, 2.21 xG now. You're having a solid game. 61% possession, 86 passing. He is showing you all how implementing the proper training can lead to doing well. I mean, I'd like to see you score more than one goal.
And it's 1-1.
But still, you're playing so well. Those numbers are so much better. That was a trash goal from way up there. Where were you defenders going?
My what?
Your defenders, where were they going?
I don't have those on my team.
Oh, yeah, because look, what are they doing? What was Mendy doing? Could he have at least tried to jump at that ball? Even a little? Where's his effort? Just need to get you some decent attackers. So the number of chances you're creating, there's no reason.
Oh, will that be another goal?
It's looking pretty good here. Team is doing really well with their possession. They're cycling. Look at that! Look at that!
That was a nice goal.
That was a good goal. Take it.
Classy.
It's not enough training. So he said not enough training. FM, how does it work in multiplayer? I mean, it's the same as in single player, except for somebody else is controlling a team while you're doing it.
And you can buy their players and do offers.
Guillaume tries to buy my players for nothing. But how does time work? Well, there's a bunch of different ways you can set it. For us, we just kind of continue along as we do things. If you find that you're playing a game with somebody else and they're taking a while, you can set like 30-second or 1 minute or even 2 minute intervals where there's a maximum amount of time before the game will progress. We haven't required that because we both kind of know what we're doing. Uh, the thing is, too, is like I don't feel the need to rush anybody. Like, say you were to join us on a game here, which someday, if you ever wanted to, you'd be welcome to do. Uh, I don't feel the need to rush you. You know, like if you need to figure out what you're doing, I'd rather help you so you get it all down and enjoy your game. So, but I mean, yeah, if you were to play a game with like 6 or 7 other people, I've done this. The more people, the worse it is, believe. But if some of these guys are taking 10, 20 minutes for a turn, you're going to want to set some boundaries on that. As far as time, it's up to you.
Another win.
The in-game settings, you can set the maximum. Like we have it as another solid win. We have it set to a maximum of what is it? Key highlights is the maximum that we can watch on ours. We don't watch the entire game because that can take a long time. Like today, we've been playing here 3 hours, and we have done 11 games. That's not that bad. If we were to do this over the course of the next couple of months, end up in the top division. Yeah, we'll get some seasons in doing it this way before the next Football Manager comes out. And then we'll have to get some feedback from people and see what they want to see us play. If they want to, I mean, I've already had 2 people tell me they really want to see us do Everton and Liverpool. I'm like, that's not fair. But they're like, but it's already not fair. It's like, well, that's true. I'm already 8 points adrift on the table with a goal differential of plus 31. It's already kind of not fair. I know. Red Star. I got to do North Macedonia now. You're right. That's got to be on my list. I mean, maybe at the top of it. Why don't we switch Everton to Liverpool? No.
No. I can't play with Diver FC.
No, I can't. I don't think I could try and legitimately want to make them win. That's the thing. That's a wonderful idea, a really fun idea, but you wouldn't want to watch us both get our rival teams relegated on purpose.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would sell every player that dives, so they would have like only the defenders, because Mohamed Salah could be on the Egyptian diving team.
Oh,
with Richarlison, we're gonna give it. We're gonna say this.
Salah doesn't dive that. That's exaggerated.
He's always on the ground.
He is. That's because people are pushing him over. He's not a very large man. I don't know if you've looked at him. He's not that big. Alisson is a good diver, he says. What? Alisson doesn't dive. Get out of here with that. Alisson's a Viking. He doesn't fall over easily. You guys are getting in on him now, are you? Actually, I don't remember Alisson being accused of diving too much. I mean, I've heard that Salah does it. But diving to save the goal. Yes, now we're talking. That's right. Thought you're talking about the bad kind. I mean, nobody dives more than Neymar. We can all agree on that.
We can all agree on that.
Yes, it's like if you drive a car or you walk a lot, you know, if you're a pedestrian or a car driver, we can all agree on one thing: fuck cyclists. So you can be an Everton fan or a Liverpool fan. It doesn't matter. We all agree Neymar dives the most.
Mm-hmm. And I can agree that I would.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Mountain Gaming. Good night, Trevor. Thanks for being here, guys. I think LeBron falls more often. Oh, too soon.
What's basketball?
Too soon. Yeah, what's basketball? What the hell's a Knick? What's a fucking Knick? New York Knicks. What's a Knick? I know it stands for Knickerbockers. Fine. What the hell's a Knickerbocker? What the hell is that?
Our country only loves hockey. We don't know any other sports.
Yeah, we're just pretending to like football. Am I a Knick fan? No, I'm not a Knick fan. I just said, what the hell's a Knick? I'm not a fan of any team in basketball. Basketball doesn't have enough fighting in it. Seriously, if it's either going to be a beautiful sport or a violent sport or some mix thereof for me to be interested in it. Going back and forth and shooting the hoops and sometimes elbowing the other guy. Nah, not interested in that one. Rugby. Oh, I mean, I told you I have Welsh roots. Yes, so rugby is kind of a natural. It's a given.
Rugby is a sport I don't understand.
Rugby is a sport you don't understand. Let's see. You're a football fan, so I guess I could put it this way: football is a gentleman's game played by barbarians. Rugby is a barbarian game played by gentlemen.
I can see that.
Yes. Rugby players will beat the hell out of each other and then go for a drink afterwards. Football players will whine and piss and moan at each other after playing a game that is not nearly as violent. Rugby Manager is not a very good game. So if that's what you're asking, it's not that great. I was on the testing team for it, and don't do it. It's not that great.
But which countries like rugby? Like, where is it played?
I mean, all of them. it's actually a pretty big sport. Maybe one of the more underrated.
Is there a rugby league or something?
There's several rugby leagues. There's a whole bunch of rugby leagues. Like tons of them. You can just look all that up. All Blacks. I mean, that's one of the more famous ones, right? Who doesn't like to watch a good haka? Am I right?
And growing up, Invictus was one of my favorite movies.
Oh, there you go. Argentina has a solid team. They do. Yeah. I mean, the Welsh have a good team. That's why I mentioned that. Australia is obviously one of the standards for a good team. Right? The Aussies have always had decent rugby teams. Fuck the English, though. I mean, well, yeah, man, come on. Like I said, I'm a Scottish Welshman with a French girlfriend. Fuck the English is basically my house's slogan.
Cricket.
Cricket. Oh, see, that's a game I can't. Gaelic football then sounds good. I mean, I cannot get into cricket. I can't. I've tried. It's not that it's not entertaining, and there's a lot of athletic prowess and whatnot. I just can't get into it. Cricket is good. Yeah, I know, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I can't get into it. That's all.
That's all I'm saying. I try to understand the rules, and it's so kind of.
It's not even the rules. I think it's just how long. And I'm like, okay, like things modernize in time. Things move along. I'm like, why can't the outfielders have a baseball glove?
And why are they all dressed in white? So weird.
Give them baseball gloves. It'd be a lot more entertaining. I mean, I don't know. It's catching the ball with your bare hands all the time. Shit, man. It's. Oh no! A red card. Okay, well at least we're up a goal this time. Why am I getting red cards? This is nuts. Cricket Manager. Wait, did they make a Cricket Manager? I think I've played it. I think it was like super duper basic. Yes, it's really super basic and very bare bones. There's not a lot of depth to it. It was a heavily backed game that was abandoned. Okay, so I have a choice to make here. I have a very tough decision to make. I'm going to go with this again.
Are you winning your match?
I am winning my match. I'm up a goal, but it's only the 24th minute, and I've just taken a red card again. Why my players are getting red carded suddenly, I do not know. This is not something I'm used to. Box to box. Support.
I'm playing a team.
Apparently, I get red cards more often than I thought I did. You know how many red cards I took in my last save total? None. I mean, I just don't get red carded that much, but I mean, I might need to look into potentially why this is happening. I think the referees are working against me. Am I on get stuck in? I don't believe so. 1 second. Not for you. It's good. I should check that though, shouldn't I? But I don't think so. I don't. So I'm get stuck in.
team I'm playing is so bad that I feel like my team is good.
Playing so bad that it's good?
No, the team I'm playing against is so bad that I feel like my team is good,
Oh.
which is abnormal.
How do you avoid getting so many red cards? Don't get stuck in. Don't get guys with high aggression. I mean, there's some obvious things here.
A player with 20 aggression can help your team.
I'm going to see if I'm on get stuck in. I don't think I was, but I'm going to check once I'm done figuring out how to salvage my lineup here. Think about Arsenal. They try to, yeah, no, that's right. They do always try to walk it in. It's like you've seen their games. I have to play Jimmy Roy here. It's 2 substitutions in the 24th minute. I am not thrilled about having to do this. And it leaves me with no other midfield substitutes. So if my defensive midfielder gets another yellow card, I'm boned. Playing a good game up to that point too. Look at that. Now our possession, of course, is just tanking. Having fewer players will do that. Now then, I said I was going to find out if I was playing get stuck in. Tactics. Was I playing on get stuck in? Answer is no. I was not. I was not playing get stuck in. So not sure why my players have decided that they want to be red card fiends all of a sudden. But it's what they're doing, and it's hard to argue with at the moment. So I think the referees are out to get me. Formation I was using, you saw on a stream? Well, I mean, there's only so many formations. I'm sure you've seen a lot of formations on streams. Talking about this one here, this is my lamplighter. I mean, I used this on my last stream, if that's what you're referring to. You saw me playing it with Accrington Stanley. It's possible. All right, they've tied it up, but we expected that, didn't we? Find a way to still score on set pieces. That's what are the things we do best? Is score on set pieces. Oh. Oh, on this tactic I have get stuck in? Yeah, but that's fine. This isn't the tactic I was using when the red card came. I know this one has it. But I wasn't using that tactic just now when it got red carded. It was the other one. I'm going to demand more from them. Shouldn't. Their body languages. Just don't care. These. I need to make this change. My halfback was way too tired there. There we go. Yeah, it's okay if this one has get stuck on it because at this point I don't want to give up the ball. Look, we've done and got our lead back, even though we're down a man.
Good job.
I know, right? Always believe, perseverance and resilience and all that shit. It's already on time wasting, so I don't have to worry about that. This tactic I will play from the start to the end of a match with time wasting on. It's just the way that I've designed the tactic. It's meant to frustrate my opponent, and it works. Oh, they tied it up again. That's because there's nothing I can do. Oh, I should have praised them. That's right. Effed up. I should have praised him after I scored, and then it would have carried all the way to. That's a big deal, guys. Praise your players when they get leads. A bit of fired up thing. It's huge sometimes. No, don't give up a goal. Come get out of there. Get. Ah, they took the lead. Ah, we're gonna lose again. I don't know if we can hang on to first.
No, we're playing a cup match.
Oh, this is a cup match. Oh, I'm playing my backups in a cup match. This is like not. This is my backup 11 even. So.
And I'm winning 6-1. It's.
Oh, so I'm even losing to a team that's like lowered. Oh, geez. They might as well just pour it on at this point. Now they're up 2 goals.
Whoops.
I guess I'm
You're
going
having
out
your
of
worst game of the season, and I'm having my best.
Going out of the cup early, I guess. It's just less for my team to have to worry about me. No, I don't want to lose the cup matches. I don't. But this would have been their 6th. I mean, I'm sorry. I'll have to make it up to you next season. Here's a penalty. Here's a penalty, and then we got 2 minutes left.
Can you make it?
Hold on, just for you. Very attacking. Let's see. What else can I do here to make this possible?
Take off the time wasting?
Yeah, I'll take off the time wasting. Just give me a sec here. If you pull this off, continue. I'm listening. I mean, there's not much I can do to influence whether I pull this off. I can just put in a few changes and sort of pray for it. Okay. Put an attacking midfielder out and took off the time wasting. And yeah, there was. Let's see. He tried. That red card early was. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Can't fault you for your performance. It's just one of those days. That's what my assistant wants to say to them. I think that wasn't good enough. That's the sort of match you should be winning. Yes, that's the appropriate thing to say. Okay, my match is done. Yeah, we can.
I'll be going because it's 2 a.m.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can stop here. That was fun. We'll be back on this next Friday.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to appeal against that ban. I'm going to fine him. That was just an unfair. This guy got high aggression. Just one of those weird fluke incidences, I guess. They are not 2 legs, sadly. That would be us going out of that cup, I believe. Yeah. See, we're just out. Cup 5th round. Lost to some team that isn't even a French National 2B. Oh, man. Okay, well.
There are a bunch of factory workers who plays on Sunday.
That's who we just lost to, yeah. That's all right. Good for them. Hope that they go on to claim the whole thing. So hopefully we'll see some of you guys back next week when we will attempt to reconcile our losing to horrible teams. It's not all just me. He loses to bad teams too.
I do more of the losing.
Well, you've been doing better as of the last few games. So
training really helps.
Yeah. Does anybody know anybody else playing Football Manager right now that we should raid? Because if you don't, then I'm going to have to send us over to somebody playing 7 Days to Die. But yeah, I'm definitely willing to take a raid suggestion. Other Football Manager streamers, because none of the ones that I'm friends with are currently on.
And I'll be going, so have a great night.
Yeah. See you next week, Yo.
Yeah, see you next week.
Be friends with Mountain. Yes, I should do that. Certainly, I'm going to go back up and make sure I give him a follow, because that's just a cool person thing to do. Obviously. So here that guy I follow. Yeah, I don't see any other on right. Music suggestions. I mean, it depends what kind of music you like. Do you like heavier music? Yeah, you'd have to give me a genre or something. Because, yeah, I have a ton of music suggestions. Whatever. Oh, 12 Foot Ninja. It's a band called 12 Foot Ninja. Song, One Hand Killing. Go for that one. Look it up on YouTube. Watch the video. One Hand Killing by. Oh, you know 12 Foot Ninja? See? So you know that I got good music suggestions right off the bat. If you already know them, okay. I mean, my favorite band is Faith No More. I'm a huge Mike Patton fan. Anyway, let's go and find a distracting. games. Football Manager. Let's see, I found this one's in English here. 5 viewers? Yeah, no, I found somebody. I found a perfect candidate for a raid. He's playing Football Manager, and it's in English, and he doesn't have very many viewers at the moment. So let's go on over and raid this gentleman. Again, thank you all very, very much for being here, and especially for engaging and having awesome conversations. You have been more entertaining than I can imagine. You've entertained me more than I imagine I've entertained you. So thanks a lot, everyone. See you next week, I hope.
So, like I said, let's get stuck in. Let's carry on. Yo, my name is Six, raiding with a party of 9. Welcome in, guys. How are we doing? How are we doing, Raiders? Hope you've had a fantastic stream. Obviously, raiding me, you must be a Football Manager content creator. Absolutely brilliant. How are we doing, lads? How are we doing? How are we doing? Let me know about your stream, man. What are you doing? Let's go and drop you a follow, mate. I'm gonna say you must be Australian or American, something like that. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, I've got you up now, mate. I'll drop you a follow. I'll probably watch when I'm walking the dog or something in the morning. Right, where are you? Why can't I do this morning? I'm absolutely shattered. I'm going to say you are on a bit of a hype because you... There we go. Thank you for the follow, my man. Right, hang on. Let me catch up with you. Right, so hello and greetings, and lads. Indeed, yeah. My name is... I'm playing in the French lower leagues. Oh, nice. By research and test for FM. Oh, brilliant, man. 17 years. Oh, yeah, Buzzcocks Space. We listen as a legendary playlist. We're then saying, thanks for the follow. My name is Six. And JJ Marshall, 1977. Welcome in, lads. We're 8 away from that magical 300. I take it you've had a brilliant stream because I've just seen you've got 100 followers. I made that 101. So that might have happened today. If it did, congratulations. But we are in... And pixelated suits. Yes, nice. Thanks for the follow as well. 293. So yeah, give him a shout out, guys. Just go and give this guy a follow. You're 100. Wow, that's always good, isn't it? It's always good. You gotta love it. Go and give this guy a follow. Let's push him over the 100 even more, shall we? Obviously, he's just introduced himself. So, yeah, Let's go give him that follow. I bet he unfollowed and then followed again, didn't he? Did he do it one of them? So what we are doing in here, we are building a nation with Denmark. Like I just said, this is the save if you want to know how we go. We're basically trying to get Denmark into the top 4 of the coefficients of the league. It's been made harder with ourselves with the rules, and if you wish to see the rules, here they are. I will show you. Basically, we can't sign any players over the age of 18, and we can also, it's just, we can sign Danish players, but they can't be from Denmark. So we can bring, say, that Christian Eriksen or I don't know, Kasper Schmeichel, anyone like that. We can bring them back, you know, if we wish to do that. It's going quite well. We're now. The only problems we did have originally when we first started is if we lost a top player who was like 35 years old or something like that, like really decent in terms of knowledge, experience and stuff like that, we couldn't replace him. We always had to get like youngsters into the team. So we did have some really